Hi everyone, welcome to
amazing channel of Brilliant Katha.
When you're rubbing one body with another body, electrons are transferred from one object to what? Another object. Okay, this process, this type of electricity is been given a name.
halogen connected carbon sp3, then it's connected to benzene. See all of you, halogen connected. What is this carbon hybridization? Full single bond sp3, see then a benzene ring.
Denominator poles shouldn't be included in the denominator poles. That means the denominator, these -1 and -5 should never be included in the solution.
Homocircle caudal fin. It's giving two equal lobes. But in case of cartilage fishes, look at here, one big lobe is there, one small lobe is there. You cannot cut into two equal half this fin.
Brilliant Katha.
Hello dear students.
Dear students.
Hope your preparations are going good. Now only one day, like tomorrow is the last day for your preparations. Don't be tense, that's the first thing we need to tell you. And in this session, the aim of this session is to give you a brief idea how to approach and what are the important areas, the focus points which you need to concentrate. So this, we won't take much time.
And mainly how to answer.
Yeah, that's also
Yes,
how
that's
to
all
write,
right.
what about the new evaluation pattern, how to answer each and every question. So overall, we are trying to explain in this session. So welcome to this session. Those who join, like please share the link to your friends also, like so all of them can join.
So we have two plans. We have volume 1 and volume 2. And based on that, few MCQs also will be there. Interesting Mendic quiz also waiting for you. So chapter wise, an analysis is there, which are the key points you should touch through. Okay.
Yeah, so this will definitely help you in the last minute preparation. So stay tuned.
So here, sir, let's go.
Yeah. So we'll start with the important points. Like in this part 1, you can see the focus points question in the previous year papers. So we made a chart on the basis of the questions which came for the previous year board examination. And based on that, we are going to tell you from each chapter which are the focus area. That means for MCQs, 2 marks, 3 marks, 5 marks, like that. So that you can concentrate on that area more. So from the first chapter, look at this. This is our electric charges and fields part. You can see there are, overall 11 topics. So once again, in this session, we are not going to discuss any question. Okay, you got enough questions, enough practice is done, so that we know. So here we are just giving you an idea about like the constant focus area. So total 11 topics are there, and you can see these colors like MCQ, very short answers, long answer type.
If you long answer, you check it. The most probable long answer question is the Gauss's theorem.
So hope you understood.
Last 10 years question analysis it is. So
Gauss theorem, you can see, so from the chapter 1, long answer, 5 mark question, you have to concentrate on mainly on Gauss theorem part. And
then next comes the dipole in a field.
Dipole in a field. Dipole in a field means
Most probable questions.
torque, that part.
Then if you come to 3 mark questions, again Gauss law is coming second. Then the electric dipole concept, axial and equatorial field and all. This comes the second one. Then comes the electric field lines, the flux and concept is coming.
And another thing, if you are looking at the MCQ part, from every topic MCQ came. So MCQ, like we can't concentrate on a particular area, be thorough with the concepts and formulas so that you can answer all MCQs. So
MCQs like electric charges, basic properties question can come.
Any can
then
come.
Coulomb's law question can come. Electric field basics can be.
Right.
Then torque, dipole and flux also. then last application.
So once again, 3 mark and 5 mark, you have to mainly concentrate on Gauss theorem and dipole field, that part. Okay, right. So I think the first chapter, you got an idea about the first chapter. What are the important focus areas?
It's a checklist for the marks.
Yeah, right.
Not to miss anything. Okay,
Listen.
let's go to the next chapter.
Potential and capacitance. This is again, you can see that
13 subpoints are there.
13 points, like long answer. Most of the long answer question came from 5 and 13.
Yeah, capacitor, the energy stored in capacitor, and the equipotential surface concept.
Yeah, equipotential surface and potential due to a dipole is also a topic which you have to, yeah, from here also long answer came. 3 mark question, and yeah. So potential due to a dipole is an important topic. Don't miss that derivation. It's a repeating question. Okay. Then capacitor part, you can see many questions came from that, and MCQs also, all the topics.
Then potential of the system, most of the 3 mark question came, and the potential due to system of charge and potential energy.
Potential energy part, you know, most of 3 mark questions are coming from that region. Potential energy of 2 charges, 3 charges. So all potential
and
energy related
field
question.
also.
Yeah.
That concept should be
Relation
there.
between electric field and potential. Right.
Then MCQs, of course, each
all-
part is there.
almost all the
Almost every
topics.
part is there.
Yeah.
Electrostatic potential based concept, equipotential surface, the concept is there.
Right.
Then conductors, electrostatic conductors also MCQs are there. Strong idea, they should go through
Yeah.
it. Basics of it.
Properties of electrostatic properties of a conductor, that also you have to go through.
Then capacitance.
Right. Okay.
All the sort of questions capacitor you can how to go through it. MCQ, a numerical question, 2 marks, and long answer question also. Please be prepared for that. How we done?
Let's
go to the
the
next chapter.
Look at this. You know the importance of this chapter, current electricity. It's a high weightage chapter. There are, you know, plenty of questions.
Yeah.
Look
7
at
to
the
8 marks
focus
they have to
area
expect for that.
3. See, this is, my dears, drift of electrons and
And resistivity.
resistivity.
And Russian.
That part you can see how many questions, how many long answer question, 3 mark question, 2 mark questions, all came from that topic. So that is a topic you have to concentrate more. Drift velocity.
So when
and-
they're saying to drift their resistivity, conductivity, and electric field relation also.
Right,
That's very important.
everything.
How to do that?
Drift, mobility, all are coming under that topic. Right. Okay.
Then, if you come to the very short answer, 2 mark question type. Here, see the temperature dependence of resistivity. One key point
Alpha
to make it.
based question,
Alpha
right.
based questions. So
Right.
that dependence for 2 mark sessions. Very important. Last 10 years analysis you did. Then MCQs. Most of the came from.
MCQs, see,
Yeah.
Kirchhoff's rules, in the last 6 questions came from Kirchhoff's rule, and Kirchhoff's rule is an area that you have to, you know the importance of that topic.
And Weissenbridge principle also.
Wheatstone bridge also came many
3 marks.
times.
3 mark most
For
of the
3
time
marks,
is repeated.
3 marks. That's an easy derivation. All of you know Wheatstone's principle and the derivation part. Cells series parallel, that is also important. For 3 mark only, mainly that question
Yeah,
came.
okay, mainly as a part of this one.
Electrical energy power, mainly MCQs and 2 mark short answer questions.
Cells EMF analysis, one of the.
So from this, what
Magnetism.
we can analyze is the most important area is that drift velocity part, and this 10th one, like Kirchhoff's rule. So this is the, you know, area which you have to concentrate more. Clear, right?
So these 3 chapters
how many
together,
are- how
we
many
have
are there
almost
actually?
16 marks weightage is there. Yeah, yes, okay. Other Aman, yes. So here,
You can comment in the chat box like this session is effective or not. Like you need to respond. Yes.
so there's first 2 units, we can say electrostatics and current density. Together 16 marks.
16
you have
mark
to expect for
weightage is,
that.
yeah. Right.
Okay, don't give up. These all keywords, please keep in mind. We'll go to the next topic.
Another important chapter, you know, moving charges and magnetism. It is a chapter with, you know, plenty of derivations, formulas. Okay, so we are, again, you can see there are 10 topics. We are dividing into 10. Long
topics,
answer
yeah.
questions mainly came from 2.
The
Motion in a magnetic field. Lorentz force related questions. That there are plenty of scope for that. What will happen to a charge, force between conductors, everything. Okay.
And
Don't
blended
miss
question also. Lorentz force and magnetic
combined.
field.
Yeah, right.
That's all. That's all.
Such questions also you can expect. And then
Then from moving coil galvanometer.
yeah,
moving
moving
coil
coil
galvanometer, 3
galvanometer
mark
also you can
questions.
see 5 mark question came many times. So see 8 times that question
And
came.
3 mark also.
That part. 8 times moving coil galvanometer question came for 5 marks. So concentrate on that working. That's easy like device. We will have a separate discussion on devices and graphs which you have to concentrate. That will tell you separately. This is just you have to understand, you know, from that only they are repeating questions.
If we got MCQs, this torque on a current loop
Torque
and magnetic
yeah.
dipole. MCQC, one strong area. Please focus on, don't miss it. PYQs itself, you can find many questions from this torque and magnetic dipole concept.
Force between two parallel conductors came for 2 marks and 3 marks. So that is also an important area. MCQ as well. Okay. So that also you need to concentrate.
So Biot-Savart law, of course, the simple law, the statement in 2 marks.
Biot-Savart law, but there is long answer, which means that will be the derivation of fourth and fifth, that circular coil.
Also should be.
Circular coil is an important derivation, magnetic field to a circular loop. That also you have to study. It's a probable 5 mark question. Okay, 3 mark and 5 mark. All right.
So hope it's clear there, and combination. I mean, it's after effect, magnetism and matter.
Yes. Right. Okay. So that's all about the 4th chapter, moving charges and magnetism. Again, a high weightage chapter. Okay. Let's move on to the next. It is a comparatively small chapter, that compared to the first 4 chapters. 4 chapters are average around 8 marks from each chapter we can expect. Yeah. But this is
3 to 4 marks maximum.
Yeah. And there are, I think, in 2 years back, they did not ask even a single question from this chapter.
So maximum 3 to 4 marks you can have it. So here can be bar magnet, magnetism and Gauss law, magnetic properties of materials. So of course, dia, ferro.
Here, this is the most important topic. The properties like dia, para, ferro, its properties, examples, that part. That is a focus area from this chapter. And there is no long answer type question. There is no 5 mark question from this. This is just 2 mark, 3 marks only maximum.
And here this one, that properties of
short answer, yeah.
Susceptibility, permeability, the relation.
That topic is completely important. Even examples also important. See, short answer question came 8 times from that part. MCQs came 4 times. This is last 10-year analysis. 8 question came as short answer from this particular topic. So this is a most important area. You know that in this chapter, there were, like long back, there were Earth's magnetic field and all, but that is completely deleted. Now it's a very small chapter. So if you are concentrating this part, like properties, then rotation, torque, that is only formula. In the syllabus, there are torque and potential energy.
Here one asking, the electron revolving question in this chapter. Yeah, just you make sure that one sometime twisted or unimportant area, so CBSE can have the
that is actually as per the syllabus, but what their point is, if a student knows magnetic moment formula, NIA, so electron revolution based magnetic moment question they can ask, it came.
Yeah.
So you have to understand the basics.
Question, but should
just go through that. Okay. Who is that?
Yeah, that's
somebody's asking.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
So this chapter, this is the focus area, like properties. Then and torque and potential energy part, you just go through it. Okay, Gauss theorem and magnetism, it's very simple, but you just go through it.
Most probable after 10 years actually. It's not just mean this only the question will come, but these are the probable areas, hot areas we can say.
And the advantage is there is no way of twisting question and all from this chapter. So if 3 mark means that 3 mark you can easily score. That is the advantage of this chapter compared to the previous 4 chapters. Previous 4 chapters they can ask competency based question and all. So here it will be mostly basic things. Okay, right. So I think we can go to the next chapter number 6. I hope everything is clear. This is the next chapter, EMI. EMI again, it's a small chapter, but there are conceptually big. You can use that. Yeah. The important area, 6th one, self-inductance and mutual inductance. Numericals are easy. They won't ask complicated one. You can check previous year question papers, you can see what are the type of question that they're asking from mutual inductance. It's mostly calculation of EMF, induced EMF, L into di by dt, M into di, minus L into di by dt, M into di by dt. That idea based question you can see. And this is long answer type question also came from that part, please note. And generator also long answer type, it's possible.
Yeah, generator mostly comes as a long answer. Yeah, 5
then,
mark.
Lenses law. You know the importance of that topic, right? Because variety of questions are possible from that, and short answer type question only mostly came from that part. 2 mark, 3 mark, and one 5 mark question also you can see. That may be a part of a sub question from Lenses law. There is no chance of asking one 5 mark question along with another question. That will be there. So here the focus area is Lenses law, motional EMF, another important topic. Marshall EMF fourth, yeah. Marshall EMF also you can see that very short answer question came, 3 mark, 2 marks. So that type of question came from Marshall EMF, both like linear motion and rotation, like BLV and half
Right.
L square omega.
BL square omega by 2.
Both, okay. And AC generator, you know, it is the starting of the next chapter. So AC generator is also an important topic, and you have to study the.
Yeah, one of the important thing about AC generator, we have to draw that very nicely and label the parts. So that is frequently asked.
Yeah. Anyway, the devices we will be having a separate discussion.
Sure.
Okay. Right. So I think this is also clear. Yeah. So let's move on to the next one. Questions in the previous year paper from alternating current, another high weightage chapter. Okay, we are dividing into 6 topics: AC voltage of capacitor, resistor, capacitor, inductor separately, and then LCR
series circuit.
Look at this topic, LCR. How many questions came from LCR? MCQ, 9 MCQs came only from that topic.
Right.
So from LCR circuit. So LCR circuit means when you are studying, you have to study the derivation for impedance, the phase angle, phasor diagram, graph, whatever it is there, you have to study in detail. Then 2 mark came, long answer type came, 5 mark question came 6 times. Yeah, long answer type question came 6 times from only LCR circuit in the last few years. And next important is fifth one is power
In AC circuit.
Power part.
And
okay,
the power factor. So mostly we are seeing the power in AC circuit. We have the MCQs. We have 3 MCQs came, and also we have very short answer come, and also we have long answer also has come. Okay, power factor has been asked as a part of long answer also. So you can see the statistics here.
next topic is transformers. Transformers also you can see there are plenty of questions came from for long answer. Transformer means working of transformer. Device section we will be discussing separately, and there will be working of transformer. There will be numerical based on transformer formula, transformer ratio, Vs by Vp is equal to Ns by Np, efficiency of transformer, transformer losses, everything you have to study in detail. Okay, right. And then MCQ came from almost all the topics. If you are checking resistor, capacitor, inductor, from everywhere this questions came, right. So once again, the circuit is the most important part in this chapters. R only, L only, C only, LCR circuit, the power of LCR circuit, then transformer. Okay, check the previous year questions. You will be getting more idea the way they are asking questions from these chapters. Okay, right. So let's move on to the next chapter. So this first 7 chapters all are high weightage except that magnetism and matter. Other chapters are almost like 6-7 marks. Average weightage is there. All right. Okay. Next. EM waves, electromagnetic waves. It's a very simple chapter.
And easy to score the marks also.
Yeah.
Easily,
Same type of question only they're asking.
Numerical also they can expect for 2 mark questions.
Yes.
Or as a part of 3 also. A single question 3 mark marks.
3. There is no long answer question. Maximum is 3 mark. If 3 mark question is there, means there won't be any other question. Only. Check the important area. Look at that spectrum. Spectrum. 3 mark is came, short answer came, MCQ came. Yeah. Spectrum means what are the things you have to study from spectrum? That order, like increasing order of wavelength or frequency, whatever is the order, that correct order you should study all 7 electromagnetic waves and their wavelength range and frequency range. By hearting wavelength range and frequency range may be difficult. So it is better to concentrate on one. Like study either the wavelength or frequency. Other one you can easily determine. Like if you know the wavelength, you can find the frequency using the formula. Speed equations. You know the speed of
one of the important area, the representation of electric and magnetic components. So diagram and this equation base also numerical. If
that's very important. That's very important. Like
how to identify frequency, wavelength and all.
How to write the equation for electric field and magnetic field, and if equation is given, from that how we can find the speed of EM wave, the wavelength of the wave. So such questions you can see from that electromagnetic wave part. Once again, spectrum means, I would like to point out, wavelength range, frequency range, then application, production, detection.
And the uses also. Very
Uses,
important.
uses.
So sometimes wavelength will be given that to identify which wave it is
Right.
and give two uses.
Yeah, and
or use
reverse
will be
question
given.
will
Reverse
come.
question will be there.
In the question,
So
they
should be
won't
ready for
mention
that.
it is infrared or ultraviolet. They will be giving some wavelength range, and it is which wave. You have to identify it as which wave, how you can produce it, how you can detect it, and what are the applications or what are the properties. So this is, just they can study in 1 hour, such an easy chapter.
I see.
It won't
But
take.
they should not give up it. Should go through it.
Yes, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here is the first 7 chapters of the volume 1. Then out of this,
eight chapters.
8 chapters. Sorry. Yeah, 8 chapters.
And here also, like MCQs came from all the topics, so be ready. We can expect MCQs from this. So,
And so next session, regarding this one, we'll go to the devices. How much will be there?
so I hope about the weightage you got an idea. Next is, what are the important devices which you have to study from these 8 chapters. All our senior teachers are here. Shamim sir, just now he came.
How are you, sir?
Good. He's coming from class, I think.
Yeah.
Sunil sir, please.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Go on, sir. Is going on? Yeah.
Next devices.
Okay. Yes. Electromagnetic waves was the last chapter in the part 1. So then, I hope you got an idea about what are the major topics to focus, especially those long answer questions we have an idea about, and the hot topics already mentioned in all the chapters, I hope. So we have to just mention those devices. Shall we say?
Right.
So the device questions, I think they have added
Mostly,
here.
these devices questions are mostly coming as a part of 5 mark or maybe as a part of 3 mark. So devices questions means it is very important. We need the diagram for that one, and the working principle, and a brief description means constructions, and then theory, and then advantages, disadvantages, like that.
Only if it is mentioned, sir.
Mention
Yeah.
it. Yes.
The first one, obviously, like from the
Wheatstone bridge.
current electricity, it is
Wheatstone bridges.
Yes.
Almost every year it will be there. See,
balancing condition,
balancing
derivation is one of the
condition.
very important.
Either problem or as a to show that P pi Q equal to R by S question. will
And
be
just
there.
apply the sign conventions properly.
Yeah.
And make sure you are getting
Yeah.
P by Q is equal to R by S or P by R is equal to Q by S, that ratio.
Yeah.
And sometimes there may be some additional questions. What happens when you interchange like galvanometer and the cell at the
Yeah,
balancing
that's
point?
a very important question. If you are interchanging galvanometer and cell, balancing condition will not change.
Yes,
It is
yes,
not changing. Balancing condition will not change.
So that kind of sub questions can be there. So answer to the question. Don't leave any sub questions asked. Like don't miss anything, because including that will be the 3 marks. So you may
At least to give a response, whether
Exactly.
it is like that or not. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So the first device question repeatedly coming from the part 1 textbook is Wheatstone bridge. So revise that well. And it's an easy one also, actually. Then the next one is from the moving charges and magnetism.
Galvanometer, moving coil
Yes, moving coil
galvanometer.
galvanometer. Yeah. Moving coil galvanometer is like we have repeating questions coming from that particular topic, not only as the device as it is.
Problem also,
yes,
the conversion
numerical-
idea.
Yes, exactly.
And there are some conceptual questions, 3 conceptual questions, very important. First one, see why we prefer radial magnetic field. That is one important point. Radial magnetic field to maximize, or we can say that to make the theta 90 and to maximize the torque. So that is one important point. Second one, why soft iron core is preferred? That also an important question. Why soft iron core? Because see, soft iron core means the word itself, it is there. It is a ferromagnetic substance. Since it is a ferromagnetic substance, a strong magnetic field will be there to maximize the field. Okay.
So that the torque will be maximum.
and,
Theta is going to be 90 degrees.
yes.
Yeah, in the derivation part, you have to take that theta is equal to 90.
Yeah.
So that sine theta will be going to be.
Yeah, that is the use of radial magnetic field. Theta becomes 90.
Exactly.
And the spring also, there is a question, which material the spring made up of, and what is the requirement for the spring? Low torsional constant. The
C
spring
should be
should
less.
have, C value or K value should be less. That's the point. Okay.
And and also it has low torsional constant, and also we may say that the tensile strength, right?
Yeah, tensile strength
Tensile
should
strength
be
will be
less.
is more because it is not easily broken.
Yeah, right.
And it will be repeatedly rotating, twisting, and therefore it should not break easily. So high torsional constant and low
Low
torsional
torsional constant,
and
high tensile strength for the spring.
So phosphor bronze is the material. Just remember that term.
Okay.
And then conversions, right?
Yeah,
From other
conversions.
type of questions we get from that is conversions.
Numerical conversion questions. In our PYQ, there are 4-5 deep questions are there in conversion.
Yes.
Better to practice.
And we have done that, like, I hope you have done that kind of questions. PYQs, already converted device may be asked you to modify.
Right,
like
right.
It's maybe converted to a voltmeter
Yeah,
already.
Voltmeter to voltmeter.
Yeah, the range may be changed into something
right,
else. So
right,
that kind of questions, I hope you have practiced them. And also the 3-mark question as it is, like, the principle, construction as Shamim sir mentioned before, and theory behind it. And the equation finally, we get I proportional, phi proportional to I, that equation we have derived. And if you're asked like these kind of sub questions, always cross check for sub questions, because we will be a little bit excited when we see the question.
Yeah.
So the 3-mark question is going to be explain moving coil galvanometer, its working principle and all. So by reading that question itself, we'll be ready to write.
Yeah.
In that excitement, sometimes we miss the
sub questions.
Yes, the second part.
Even in our mock test, we feel that many students are there; they are not answering the sub questions.
Yeah, yes. So when you attend a question, read that full and make sure you are attending all the sub questions included. Okay, fine. So that was the second device, moving coil galvanometer. Not only the device as it is, just mentioned, like we have to go through the questions completely. Fine. Yes, from
AC generator.
Electromagnetic induction chapter.
Right.
At the end of it, it was a gateway to the next chapter, AC chapter.
Yeah, right.
We produce alternating current using an AC generator. Then we started applying those current into different devices in the next chapter. Yeah. So this was, Shavindra.
See, actually AC generator is a repeated question. And there is another important point in AC generator, a split ring and slip ring. This is an important point. Why slip rings are using here, not split rings? The slip rings because it is AC generator. So we can say polarity is continually changing. That is one important point is there. And the derivation for torque. And one important point you see, look, that we are always explaining in our classroom. Actually, induced EMF, we have 3 formulas. 3 formulas. First of all, the induced EMF in a moving conductor, BLV. Induced EMF in a rotating rod, half BL square omega. But what is the induced EMF in a rotating coil? That question also will be there, because they will not mention in that question it is AC generator. A coil is rotating. What is the EMF induced? That will be NAB omega. NAB omega. But most of them will see rotating means they will write half BL square omega. But it is not like that. It is NAB omega, not half BL square omega. So please recall these 3 formulas. What is the BLV? Next one, half BL square omega.
Exactly.
And next one, NAB omega. One more we are saying. Sometimes see this 20 revolution per second coming, students will write simply that is omega. That is
Conversion,
a common error every time is coming.
Exactly. So that conversion is very important.
Very
we have
important.
to convert that into radians
per second. Omega equal to 2 pi f.
Exactly.
You want to do like that, okay, and make it correct.
So we multiply with 2 pi by 60 or pi by 30 to
what the
convert.
revolution per second, okay, given like that, okay.
Yeah. So that device is very, very important, and the final equation we got for the final instantaneous expression for voltage, V is equal to some V0 sin omega t. Using that only we started explaining variation of V and I in the next chapter. Okay, so 3 devices we mentioned already. Wheatstone bridge.
Wheatstone bridge we explain, MCG we explain,
exactly.
AC generator also.
Right. So let us check, is there any more devices in this? Yes. And in the first part, one more device is there. It is
transformer.
Transformers is coming in the chapter AC. Transformers we get for 3 marks. If you go through the past papers, previous year's questions, you can see these questions asked as it is to explain its construction, principle and working, and explain how it is step up and how it is step down and that kind of question. So it's a very basic, very simple device. Make sure you are revising it properly.
And actually, as we mentioned in the case of AC generator and MCG, here also there are questions. First of all, see the question is a transformer step up voltage. And then they're asking, see whether there is energy production is there. Whether the working of transformer is in accordance with the law of conservation of energy. Actually, it is in accordance with the law of conservation of energy only. Because when voltage is increasing, accordingly current is decreasing. So power remains constant. It is a usual sub question. And the second question is that, see, whether a DC current can be stepped up or stepped down by using transformer.
Yes.
Not possible. Why DC not possible? Because mutual induction is not possible by DC.
Yes, there is no
Working
variation.
principle of transformer is DC. That is mutual induction. Mutual induction cannot be possible by DC. That is why a transformer cannot step up or step down by using that is, see, DC current. DC current cannot be step up or step down. And the last paragraph of that chapter is very important here. We were saying normally VV IMBO. Very, very important, because see, the use of transformer and see, for a high electric transmission or power lines, how we are using transformers, where we are using step up at the power stations.
Yes.
Where we are using step down at the substations. Recall this: step up at power stations
Before transmission,
before transmission, and step down at substations.
Yes.
That is important.
And one more thing I have to add there is like regarding the frequency of input and output AC.
Yeah, there is no change.
Yes, frequency remains the same.
Frequency is a constant parameter. No
Exactly,
change is there.
exactly. So voltage will change, current will change accordingly.
Yeah.
So frequency of AC input and output remains the same.
Remains.
And if it is an ideal one, we can say power is also
Constant.
remains
Power
the
is
same.
constant.
Yes.
Unless otherwise specified, all transformers are ideal one. If they are not mentioned anything about efficiency, then it is ideal only. So power of input will be equal to power of output actually.
Yes, so that is the efficiency part we have to go for. Yes, so electricity, how much mark overall? See, we are going through the chats also.
Yeah.
The thing is that we cannot say exactly like from one specific chapter how much is coming, because as per the CBSE official weightage, it is for the units.
Yeah, right.
So unit wise weightage is only given. So electrostatics we can say some.
So actually, there is a high triggers are there, see, high hitters. High hitting chapters are actually chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3 and chapter 4 and chapter 6 and chapter 7 are high hitters. So, see, these chapters are conceptual questions coming and, see, numerical coming and very difficult questions are also coming. So, this is the area where we have to focus more.
Okay, so sir, another question that they posted here is regarding the electron revolution from the Bohr magnetron case.
Yeah, this is actually the angular momentum and magnetic moment relation, that's gyromagnetic ratio, is a topic it is. And the second important point, what is magnetic moment of orbiting electron? M equal to half EVR. That derivation last year came. Actually, this M equal to half EVR question came last year. So it is simple only.
Yes, very
Look,
simple.
we are taking M equal to IA and I equal to Q by T. That is here electron, so E by T. Time we are taking 2 pi R by V.
Time period of
area pi R square.
Exactly.
So you are getting half EVR. So it is not a difficult derivation, but for the sake you want to study that correctly.
Yeah, so one or two points we have to remember is like current is going to be charged by time.
Yeah, right.
That is going to be E by T.
Yeah.
That T is the time period of revolution. So that it can be replaced by 2 pi R by V.
Last year sample paper there is a question came that is equal to mu is equal to minus EL by 2M. What is the meaning of that negative sign? Everyone knows what is the meaning of the negative sign. If it is both vector quantity, negative sign is they are in opposite
direction, yes.
direction. It is opposite direction.
So that angular momentum of electron question, I don't know who asked, but that question you just revise
Just
it.
revise.
Okay?
Just
But
revise.
the Bohr magnetron part, you
That
don't
is
have,
not
yeah,
there.
you don't
That
have,
is
you don't have to go. That is deleted. It is not
but
necessary.
the ratio of magnetic moment and angular momentum is there.
Yes.
Okay, that you have to study.
And another question they asked about is the bar magnet and the solenoid derivation. That from the
Yeah, see, bar magnet and solenoid derivation is not there.
Yes.
But see, there is a question, in what sense the magnetic field of a solenoid is equivalent to bar magnet? That statement we want to study, because the magnetic field of the solenoid and the magnetic field of the bar magnet resembles, means they are equal. In that sense, we can say field they are equivalent. See, the field lines of solenoid and the field lines of bar magnet are equal or are similar. In that way, we can say they have a similarities. There is no mathematical proof. There is no derivation for that.
Don't waste time on it. It won't
Don't
be
waste
coming.
time on it.
But you should have an idea about how are they similar.
Yeah,
Like,
how
the
are they
magnet.
similar? That's only the question coming.
Exactly. Okay. And that is about the devices.
Yeah.
I think. And then graphs also,
focus
like,
is
that is one of the repeating question, like, many of us, I mean, many of you are asking us, like, what are the graphs important, like how many graphs we have to go for. So we'll just quickly run through the graphs, yes, and like, just make a note of all these things, because
And
you must
GB
have
sir is joining,
Yes.
see again, see to explain graph.
the graph expert, Mr. Jibis. Okay, fine. So come on, we'll start with electrostatics.
So I hope I'm audible. Electric field due to infinitely long straight wire. Yeah. Electric field due to infinitely long straight wire of charge. See, graph, you don't need to by heart the graph. Like, they can ask anything.
Yes.
As a graph question. So just recall the formula. Like, field and long straight conductor, what is the formula? 1 by 2 pi epsilon naught lambda by r. So how field is related to r? Inversely proportional.
That relation is very important.
Yeah.
If you know the relation easily, you can guess the graph. What should be the shape? Yes.
Inversely proportional means no doubt this is the graph.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So field due to a line charge. Okay. So next is
Uniformly charged within spherical shell.
This is a repeating question.
Yes, yes. And sometimes the derivation will be there, and this has
as a sub question.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. So here why there is no graph from this to this region. Inside the shell the field is 0 and the field is maximum on the surface, and after that it decreasing. It is inversely proportional to square of the distance. So shape will be like this only.
Yeah. So at this point, there is, radius becomes, right, the distance becomes capital R.
Yes.
So on the surface, we have an electric field. And if you go away the surface, again,
It decreases.
decreasing
It's
inversely
proportional to
Yes.
r square. This is another important.
Exactly.
And same time, like, they can ask sheet also, plain sheet graph.
Yes.
How it is related to R means.
I think we have marked
We have
that
that.
also here.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
So it's a straight. Yeah. So because it is independent, and when we go for that, like, the different sources, point source we have, then dipole we have,
Yes, yes.
like, and we have also
Line
the
charge,
three
sheet.
line charge, charged conductor, sheet, and
and
even
shell.
shell. So in all those, just remember the relation, how E is proportional to R. Like, if it is a single point charge, it is inversely proportional to R square. If it is dipole, it becomes inversely proportional to R cube. Right, and if it is like charged conducting wire, it is going to be just inversely proportional to R.
Again, yeah.
And if it is like this one, it is proportional to R raised to 0, meaning it is independent of R. Right. So that relation, if you remember, you can easily.
This is very clear, like, because field formula is sigma by 2 epsilon naught. There is no R in that formula. That means it is independent of
So
R.
we usually write E is proportional to R raised to 0. Right.
Yeah.
Yes. So it is independent
This
of
is
R.
also a problem MCQ. Like,
Yeah, yes.
how it is related to one option will be R raised to 0. Right. Okay.
Yeah. So then next graph from this is like spherical shell again.
shell and non-conducting solid sphere.
Yeah, this
Solid
one we
sphere.
already explained.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
And this is non-conducting one. So if it is non-conducting one, E is not 0 inside, E is increasing up to the surface. And then after, like, once you cross the surface, it is exactly same as that of the conducting one.
So you have to read the question carefully, whether it is a shell or a non-conducting solid sphere. Non-conducting means inside the field is not 0. Okay, that's the reason why there is graph. Then, and that is a linear relation. You can see it is directly proportional till the surface. Okay, so read the question carefully. Right. Next.
Okay, still in electrostatics, potential and
Repeating
yes,
question.
yeah. So that whenever you open the textbook, this graph you can't miss anywhere, right? So that's one of the important graph. I hope you identify the graph E and V relation. Just right at a glance you can identify.
Just the relation between E and one is inversely proportional to R, other is inversely proportional to R square.
The more steep one will be
right.
E, I mean electric field. Yes.
Electric field should show.
Now, yeah, potential with respect to center of a charged metallic sphere.
Metallic sphere, potential. Inside the sphere, potential is constant, right? Field is 0, but potential is constant. That's the reason why the graph is straight like this.
Yeah, if you go outside, it's proportional to 1 by R, right? EV is going to be 1 by R, so the graph is like, inversely proportional.
You may not get time to note down all these things. This video will be there in YouTube, so you can watch after this session also, like, if you want to refer it again. Yeah.
Okay, I'm checking it. Fine. So move on to the next one.
Next. Now, third chapter, current electricity. It's like in current electricity, there are a lot of graphs given in your textbook itself. So this is how VI graph for an ohmic conductor and a non-ohmic conductor. Ohmic conductor means, it is V proportional to I. So the VI graph is a straight line with a positive slope. Non-ohmic means it is like this. Okay, so just study as it is. Right. Next one. Yeah, this is resistivity and temperature relation. Okay, how resistivity is related to temperature.
Yes, sir. These are actually very important because this shows a non-linear curve and there is an intercept and all. So
And
this,
you have to read the question carefully. This is for copper. Copper is a metallic conductor, you know that. And this one is for a semiconductor. It's for silicon. Silicon, it is inversely proportional. You know, you have a clear idea about alpha value for metallic conductors and what semiconductors.
alpha is positive and here it is negative. That's very important. Okay.
Alpha is negative. That means when temperature increases, resistivity decreases over here. But here it is directly proportional, but the graph is not linear. That's important. Okay, right. Next.
Again, current, electricity,
Current
we are
versus
getting,
resistance are connected across a cell, like external resistance and current, how it varies. Okay, this is
Variation
also
of
there
current.
in the textbook. You can go through it. Variation of current versus resistance are external connected across a cell. It's having an internal resistance small r. Okay. Next. This is not only the graph. There are a lot of numerical came from this graph.
Okay. Yes.
They will give values over here, terminal potential difference and current. So from that, what is the internal resistance? Find the EMF of the cell. Such questions you can see. So the trick for that is, if you are checking this point, see for example here 8 volt is given. Terminal potential difference is 8 volt and the corresponding current will be 0. So in the formula, terminal potential difference formula, V is equal to E minus IR. If you are substituting that value, you can easily solve. Okay, so you can see lot of questions based on it, and apart from that, direct to draw this graph also question came.
Sir, yes.
So you have to check. Look at this variation of terminal PD. What in the sense? Terminal PD versus current drawn from a cell. Okay, don't think that it is VI graph Ohm's law. This is from a cell. If you are drawing a graph between terminal potential difference and current drawn from the cell.
This is a cell which is having an internal resistance. That means
obviously.
a non-ideal cell. So if an ideal cell, there will be, and there is a power transfer theorem also.
Power transfer theorem, maximum power transfer. And one more point is there in the same graphical question, same graph question, you can see like more than one cells are connected, like 3 cells are connected in series. So 3 cells are connected in series means if identical cell means EMF is 3 times, the total EMF will be 3E. That also you have to apply. I'm not talking about to draw the graph question. If from a graph, if they're asking any numerical, you have to check how many cells are connected. All right.
Okay, moving on to the next one, magnetism. Here also you can actually see it is actually due to a straight thick wire. Inside the wire, the magnetic field is actually depending on the distance. Suppose, can you draw, sir?
See, I'm just showing a thick wire. See, this is a wire. Okay, so this is the axis of the wire, and you know this distance is
from the axis to up to the surface. It is actually depending on.
It's directly proportional. The field will be increasing, and after that,
it is actually. And remember, it is 1 by r, not 1 by r square.
You know the formula, like magnet. What is the formula for magnetic field to a straight conductor? It is mu naught I by n. 2r. 2 pi r, right?
Yeah.
2 pi r. So it is inversely proportional to r, right? That's the reason why outside it is like this, and from center axis to the surface, it is linearly increasing. Okay, right.
Okay. So next one, AC. AC is all about graphs, right? Phase and all. You have to talk about it because you know that both the voltage and current are sinusoidal. So there should be a phase difference of like voltage and current for a resistive circuit. It will be of same phase. Otherwise, there will be a phase difference.
Here you have to study all 3 graphs, phasor diagram. That's very important. Like resistor only circuit, how you can draw the graph between voltage and current. You know the phase difference is 0, and for inductor voltage is leading by pi by 2. For capacitor, and the thing is there will be reverse questions, sir. In the question they will be giving only the graph, and you have to identify what circuit element it is, and based on that derivation may come. So you have to study, you have to understand in detail who is leading, who is lagging. So this is for a pure inductive circuit. Yes, and the same for capacitor circuit. Capacitor, you can see current is leading.
And also there is a graph between the reactance and the frequency.
That is important, even in previous also. Inductive reactance and frequency. This is also graph based reverse question will come. They will give you this graph and which element it is. So if frequency increases, along with that if the reactance is also increasing, means you have to understand that's an inductive circuit. Yes.
And that's for the capacitive.
It is capacitance. It is in the other way, 1 by c omega. So it is decreasing.
And also, sir, this is the area where the DC AC variation we can actually identify.
And this graph is also important.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah. Next is LCR circuit. LCR circuit,
Yeah, it's actually the resonance condition and all. It's actually called a frequency selective circuit. So why it is a frequency selective circuit under resonance? And we can actually take the quality factor graph and the power or the frequency we can actually identify from the graph itself.
These two graphs are important. See, this is current versus frequency, and this is impedance versus frequency. You can see at resonance frequency, current is maximum, impedance is minimum. Okay, so resonance curve only, that is. This is LCR circuit. This is a power triangle. You can find power factor from this. Cos y is equal to R by Z. Okay, right. I think that's also clear. Next. This is a repeating question. Draw EM wave pattern, draw it. Easy. But when you're drawing, don't draw like this. There should be like, you should be able
I think we have some slides regarding how to draw it.
That will show you like how to write the exam and all. We will explain you. So when you're drawing graphs, you have to
draw it properly. Yeah.
Like while checking the answer papers of many exams, we are like
it is so frustrating.
Right. Some of the same kind of feeling will be there for the teachers, those who are going to evaluate your paper. So you have to be careful.
And the thing is, sir, they don't have any emotional connection with you.
True.
So they don't have to feel this mark should be given or not. They will like very rational about it, and you will lose the mark. So please try to draw it properly.
Okay, right. So I think the first part 1, volume 1 of our NCERT textbook, the weightage, the focus area, and the devices, everything is clear. Now we can, before going to the second part, we can have a.
I'll set it up and you can just.
Right, it's just like we can have a small game. Physics.
We will have just a quiz time, and you will have to interact with it. So this will be a very good session for you also. These are all the questions from the first part. You can actually answer it, and you will get the live scores and all. So be better prepared, and we can actually.
We are going to play a game now.
Yeah,
okay, be ready.
It's a little
take
game.
Take a paper and pen with you.
Yeah,
right.
Get ready. It will be very soon.
Fine.
Okay, welcome back. I hope you are ready. As GP sir said before, you can see a barcode on the screen, a QR code actually, or else you can have like some code given here on the screen. So either you can scan that QR code, or you can go to this site and just you can enter this code. so that you will get that particular link. Then open the link, then you can join. The thing is that we have more than around 100 people are attending the live. Only 50 can join this at a time. So
Others can watch.
Yes, the others just you do the question along with it. You cannot enter the answer with it because once you join, only you can enter the answer. So people are joining. It is only 9 out of 50. It is 11 out of 50. Yes, just keep joining.
Yeah, like now 15.
10 out of 50.
Yes. So the first 50 out of the 50 it will be closed.
17.
Now,
The number
area. Come on.
QR. Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
Yes, the QR code. Yeah, we are blocking it. Okay, fine. So the screen is for you. Just
Now it is 23, 24. Come on, guys. Come on.
$26 now. Can make it fast. Only first 50 will get a chance to.
yes, yeah, it's 30.
Now 30.
30.
Oh, 30.
31. Come on. If the QR code is not clear, you can just go to the top of the page. You can see ahaslides.com there. There's a slash, some code is given. You can enter the code. Then you can join directly into the game. Once you are ready, we'll start. We have only 5 questions based on the topics from part 1 textbook.
Fine.
Yeah.
38.
40 closer to semi-sir is
Yeah,
41.
yeah, it's getting now.
Someone is really sad because they are not
Semin
getting
is there,
it.
Semin?
Yes, just 9 more people can try.
Yeah.
Once it is 50, yes, 8 more now. Once it is 50, we'll start.
$46 now.
Yeah, just 4 more people.
Last four. Who is that lucky for students?
Now it is 3 swimming, sir.
Last 3.
Only 2.
Oh my God.
Just 1, the last one.
Who is that lucky person? Yeah.
Yes, it's 50.
Yes.
Good.
Okay,
Keep
fine.
the response.
So, all the 50 are joined. Others, people are trying to join more.
Yeah.
Yes, it is
Yeah,
51.
53. Okay.
Wait, it's crossing 50. No, it's 50 only.
Only 50.
Okay, you
Like
can't
it is
cross
61.
You can't cross 50. Yeah, 50 is the limit. Okay, fine. So others, please stay online. You can just see the questions on the board that will be displayed here. Okay, and you can just answer the question there. You cannot enter the answer. That's the only problem. But you can cross check your answer.
They will get only 60 seconds to answer, right?
Yeah, and before we start, there will be a question, and there are simple conceptual questions only selected. 5 questions from part 1, all the chapters, it may be randomly from different chapters. And there will be time given, 60 seconds to solve 1 question. Within that 60 seconds, that time is more than enough to solve that particular question. Only those kind of questions are added. So once we start, the question will be coming to your screen, and you can just select one option, just submit it, and in 60 seconds, automatically the answer will be coming on the screen, so you can cross-check, and the result also will be announced by the system itself. Let us see. Okay.
All are ready? So if you're
So
ready,
keep
we'll
trying
start.
because somebody is just getting disconnected. It's only 49 now, so one more can join. So just keep trying. Those who didn't get a chance to join. Yes, it is 50 again. Fine. So hope it is clear. Is there any chats? They are asking anything?
No.
They are asking, may this will help your exam? Of course, it will help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't have any general knowledge questions here. It is only physics. CBSE grade 12 physics questions only. From part 1 textbook I told you. So we'll go for the first question. Yeah. So we'll be just moving out of the screen because you have to see the question. Others, those who didn't join, can see the question here. Others, the question will be coming into the mobile screen. You're already joined now. So the first one, we are going to start. Yeah, you can see the question now.
So this QR code.
Yes, and no, that is fine. Once joined, it is not needed.
Yeah.
Now you can see the options given. Yeah, option A is missing. It's not there. Fine. Okay, only 3 options are seen there, right? Yeah. So you have 44 more seconds. Read the question and answer. Select one of your options. Yeah, 34. You're given positively charged particle and negatively charged particle are getting into a rectangular region and it is found deviated. So you're asked to find out what is the direction of electric field and the direction of particles 2, 3 and 4. So first should be the direction of electric field, then it should be particle 2 direction, 3 direction and then 4 direction. That is how the options are given. Okay?
10 seconds more.
The last 10 seconds you have.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, and your time is up for the first question. Right, and we have options coming up here, like, out of the 3 options given, option C was the correct answer. And
19.
Yes, and like, out of that 50, like most of them are answered correctly only, right? So the second option was.
Hope you understand the meaning of this question.
Yeah, so can you please.
Positive charge is going up, right? Positive charge will be going up means the top will be a negative plate. That means this is negative, this is positive, means the field direction will be what?
In the downward direction.
Yeah, field direction will be downward.
Yes.
Then
yeah, so first option should be downward, right? So
Yeah,
down
first
will
should
be
be
the
down.
first direction. That was the direction of electric field. Yes.
and negative charge will be going
To the top from positive negative, no? So negative charge will be going. Second one is negative, no? What is the second one? Yeah, this is negative only, so it will be going top, correct? Because electric field in the downward direction, no? So second one is top only, correct?
yes.
Correct.
Fine.
Then
Third one is top.
yeah, and then fourth one is going to be the direction of the fourth particle is given here, so it will be going in this downward direction again.
Yeah.
Because so we cannot write that space. So there will be plus here, like positive charges here, negative charge here, right? That's how electric field is downwards. Okay, so option C was the correct answer. Hope you got it. We'll move on to the next question. Before that, let us see who answered correct first. You see, the points are given based on how fast you are given the answer also. Okay, it's not only who are all asked, responded for the correct option, but also how fast you enter your correct answer is also measured. That is how, based on that only, they calculate the points. It is none of our business. It's completely done by the system, so don't worry about it. Yes, so let us see what is the result of this one. So we have Shafin and Neha, right? So they scored.
And then say the issue.
That is based on the time also.
Yeah. It's not only, it's only the correct answers sent students list, but the point is given based on like
How
the response, like how quickly you responded. Right? We have 4 more questions to go. So at the end, you can see the final board. Try to be on the top. Okay. Yes. Let us move on to the next question. If you are ready, go into the second one. Question number 2 on the screen. Yeah.
Which of the following graph shows the variation of electric field due to a hollow spherical conductor of radius as a function of distance from the center of the sphere?
We were just going through the graph.
Yes, just now only. Hurry up, dears.
Come on, and you're asked to select the right option for a hollow spherical conductor, variation of electric field with respect to the distance from the center. Come on. Yes. So 60 seconds is a little more for this question, right? So
Yeah, it
we
is.
could have cut short the timing,
Like
but
2-second question.
yeah, yes, exactly. So we have 28, 26, 25 more seconds to go. Come on.
I think all the 50 students will get the right answer for this.
Yes, hopefully. Hopefully, yes. Let's see. The time is 13 more seconds. Yeah. 6, 7.
3, 2, 1.
Yes, and time is up. So,
Yes.
right. And I don't know why there are some other options coming up. Option B, C, and D are also marked, but less in number, of course. Since look, the ratio 38 and the biggest one is 7.
Field inside it is 0, right? Yeah.
Yes, so most of you marked it correct only, but I don't know what happened for these options, like wasn't it clear or fine. Otherwise it is like, it is a inside the shell it is 0. Just now only we explained,
Yeah, right.
so that graph is asked. Okay, let us see who scored this time first. Yes, Safin is still,
Safin again. On
yeah,
top.
Safin still on the top, and somebody replaced it, like, here it was somebody else in the second place. Now
Yeah.
somebody, who is that?
Side
Sibao.
bow.
I don't know how to read that.
Sibao.
Okay, yeah, Vanessa is there. Said, Vanessa in the third
Harshit,
place.
yeah, right.
Yes. Okay, Harshit is also in the 4th place. Okay, fine. So this is the way how it works. We have 3 more questions to go, right? Then read the options correctly. We didn't expect any other options for the previous question, but
Even
there
around
was
9
yeah, there were
students
some
made
students
no,
marked
12
wrong.
students made wrong.
Exactly. So read the question properly. We put the time limit to put a pressure because then only we will, all the mistakes you can commit now, not day after tomorrow. Right, CP sir?
True.
Yes. Okay,
Next.
fine. So let's move on to the next question. It's a capacitor question.
Capacitor of capacity C has a charge Q. The
Energy
stored
stored is W,
If
yes.
the charge is increased to 2Q, the stored energy will be.
What happened to the energy if the charge increases to 2 times? That is basically the question. It was Q before, now it is increased to 2Q. By what factor will the energy be changed? So doubled, reduces to half, 4 times, and quadrupled. That are the options given. Again, these also, they don't need 1 minute to solve this, right?
Yeah.
So this is a little
Let's see the options.
Yes.
And those who can recall the formula can
Easily we can
Easily do
substitute
it.
and find it out by the time. Remember, you have to be quick if you know the answer because time matters. Let us give some peace of mind for them. They are calculating. Yes.
3, 2.
Yes.
Time is up for the third question. And yes.
Yeah, most of them are right.
28 students made it correct.
Yeah.
But what is
right.
this? Like option A, still it is double. And if it is W by 4, even if we'll be happy because nobody 4 times it is like by W. But how is this? We have
They
squared
don't think
that.
about square. That's
Yes,
the
they
problem.
forgot to square that.
Q square by C.
Q square by 2C. Yeah, that formula only we have.
Yeah. So those who committed mistakes, just hope you understood that. Energy equation, we have 3 different forms. We have CV square, half CV square, half QV, and Q square by 2C.
yeah.
So here you can use Q square by 2C equation because charge and capacitance given. Correct? So we can go for that equation. So it will be 2 times, it will be double, squared, it becomes 4 times. Okay, so let us see, is there any change in the scorecard?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Last Harshit
Yeah.
came.
Harshit-
Last time he was in the 4th position.
Yeah, now he,
And
the second
where
place,
is
yeah.
the first guy? He's not there now.
yeah, he may be coming back in the next question.
Hopefully,
Let us hope. Yes,
hopefully.
Samim is coming up.
Samim
And then Harshit is there.
That is Samim.
Yeah,
not
Samim is
Samim.
there. DPS Mark Samim, I think, yes. And Harshit is from BPS, and
Sabao.
who don't know, maybe don't know who is this actually.
Sibao.
And okay, right. So then let us move on to the next question.
question.
We don't have much more questions now. Question number 4 or 5.
If an increase in length of copper wire is 0.5% due to stretching, the percentage increase in its resistance will be.
Yes, guys.
These are all
Change in resistance.
Mathematical work is required, but repeated question.
Yeah.
board question. Okay.
So think of a wire stretching and how the resistance changes and what the ratio equation you remember, I hope. Work it out and mark the option.
I don't think this requires this much time, right?
Yeah.
The logic
So some
also
of
we
those
can
questions
apply,
are very
yeah.
easy. Like, they can solve in 2-3 seconds. But that kind of questions, they commit mistakes also.
Yeah.
That's what happened in the previous one.
By
Yes.
using the
The easy-
dimensional idea, we can easily.
Yeah.
Error method.
It's L
Exactly.
square,
Yeah.
proportional
Yes.
to L square.
Come on. Yes, the time is up again.
Let's see.
Yeah.
very- oh.
So most of them are correct only.
Yeah, 26 students made it
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
These 7 and 5, please check.
Okay. Yes. So yeah, 26 correct answers. Okay. Want to discuss the question, sir, or like can
This
we
is
just?
easy.
They're direct only now.
Okay. Yeah.
This is an Royal by A formula. We can just use a
Stretching means L square is coming in the numerator.
Exactly. And you can do
2
it.
into delta L by L. That formula is
error.
That is the best way of doing it.
Oh.
If they go for the other one, R1 by R2 is equal to L1 by L2 whole square, it will be a little long.
time, yeah.
Yeah, so go for the error calculation method. That is better for this one. Yes. Okay. Fine.
Check the leaderboard.
Now let us check the board again. Scorecard.
Shreya.
Oh,
Shreya is coming up.
Shreya is
Yes.
rocking the longest tree.
Fine.
Good.
Nice, Shreya. Nice.
Yes.
Umayala, the whole scorecard is changed now.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, so
Fine.
let's move on to the next.
Yeah, he's coming to the third place again.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the last question. I think next is the fifth one, right?
The
Yes.
last question.
Okay. And try to come to the top again. Just read the question properly. And your last question is here.
Two cells each of EMF E and internal resistance are connected in parallel between the resistance. The maximum energy given to the resistor will be internal resistance small r and external resistance capital R. I think that's missing here. Internal resistance is small r, external resistance is
Okay.
capital R.
Yeah,
Okay.
just guys note down capital R is external resistance and
Small r is internal resistance.
small r is internal resistance. See, we are leaving the screen for you. Those who are not attending, I mean, like in the website, you can see the question here. That's why we are not covering it up. Okay, so just you also please solve and try out to find out the answer. See, options are in terms of capital R and small r. Capital R is the external resistance. Small r is in internal resistance. Use that accordingly in the calculation.
Sir, those who know this idea, like 1 second they can find
Yeah,
answer.
yes. Some of the questions don't need this much time.
There is a
That's-
small theorem.
Small theorem, yes. Maximum
Yeah.
power transfer theorem. Those who have idea,
Yes,
that's it.
sir.
Yeah, already answer is coming, right?
Is there a mistake? Should be.
Lot of students made mistake.
R is equal to R. What that was the question?
No? Yeah.
No, R is equal to R by 2. That's the
Two cell, you know.
because
Okay, fine. Two cells, right. Okay, fine.
Okay,
Correct.
so these are the answers given, but this time, yeah, all the questions, most of them are getting correct, but still some of you are
This
marking.
one, I think, by mistake, they thought only one cell. One
Ah,
cell
yes.
means maximum power transfer means.
Because that is also coming almost
Right.
like, same as this. So most of them have that confusion in that calculation, I think. And the rest is fine.
The idea you should learn that the external resistance should be equal to
The internal.
the effective internal resistance. Okay, the total resistance, like the external resistance might be 1, but if their number of cells are like more, then you have to do the effective internal resistance. That you have to that's why you are getting R equal to R instead of R equal to R by 2.
cells are parallel, right?
The concept is correct only. What you thought is correct. R is equal to R. But the mistake is there are two cells. So that internal resistance is not R. It is actually effective equivalent internal resistance is R by 2.
So we are
Therefore,
really sorry.
Yeah, R is equal to R by 2. Yes. So be careful and read the question properly. Okay. Yes. Right. So let us check. That was the final standing of scores.
This one
Yeah, Shreya is
against Shreya.
Yes. Yeah. Shreya 378 points. Good. Congratulations. So the problem is like we don't know which Shreya is this. Like, we have so many Shreya. Yes.
Shreya, you can comment like you.
Yeah. If you can just comment there, it's fine.
Which school you are?
Yes. We have to identify which Shreya is this. Okay.
I think we can go back to. Our
Yes. So
discussion,
we can
right?
continue the discussion.
Part one is over.
Did Shreya respond? No. Okay. Fine. Okay, Shreya.
Later.
BPS.
Birla.
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 Shreya.
Okay. Yes, Shreya. Once again, congratulations. Right.
Now we can go to we'll be having one more quiz.
Yes, later at the end of the next session. Before now what we are going to do is we have to quickly go through the part 2 concepts like what we have done in the part 1. So we'll go through the important topics and the graphs, devices, all these things. Plus at the end we have some exclusive things to explain. In the sense when we are going to write the exam, what are the things you have to be careful. Some common mistakes that we always note in the paper, that kind of things we'll just quickly go through, which won't take much time. So stay online. We'll go through the second part, textbook now. So stay focused. Yeah, Ali Fasil sir, please continue. Yeah.
So hello dears, you are going through part 1 in detail. All our leading faculties was there. Now part 2 regarding. Okay, so here to compared to part 1, part 2, some lengthy chapters are there, especially the optics, the most important heavy weightage, high hitters chapter is optics. Let's see which all the recent questions are there and most important areas we can go through. Here see, if you come to ray optics, we have 6 key points we have. The reflection of light by spherical mirrors, refraction, total internal reflection, and spherical surface refraction. Then through a prism, the lens maker's formula also comes. Then optical instruments are there. Last 10 years if you observe, see, long answer, the most time it came from optical instrument and lens maker's formula. See, number 4 and 6. So, of course, you know, the most important area of the chapter, lens maker's formula. So, there are 2 ways you can get the question. Directly to derive lens maker's formula or discuss the refraction of to a single convex surface. Is it, sir?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Then based on that also, the question used to come. Then, hence derive lens maker's formula.
Correct.
That too will be there.
Yeah.
So, please practice on that. Don't give up. With the diagram properly, each cases, first surface, then image formation in second surface, then combined lenses.
Exactly,
Okay,
yeah.
will be there. Then if you come to MCQ, see, lens maker's formula the most hitting. MCQs are there. Then TIR, total internal reflection concept also is there a lot of the MCQs, and 3-mark questions also came here. So please, all the most important area of the entire syllabus we can say, the ray optics and optical instruments.
Right.
Diagrams, ray diagrams, very important. Go through in detail with scale and pencil, draw and practice. Last moment preparation. Have you got it? So we'll move to the wave optics, the next chapter. So let's see what are there. So here we have 4 points. We have Huygens principle and applications, coherent and incoherent addition of waves, then interference of light is there, and diffraction also. So these 4 items are there. So here, okay, what is the normal adjustment? Yeah, microscope and telescope. The normal adjustment means both object and image are at infinity. Okay, we have, you know, final image we can have 2 cases. One to obtain at the least distance of distinct vision and to get at infinity. If image is at infinity, then we call as normal adjustment.
Yeah, yeah.
Then magnification for telescope be FO by F, you know, that equations you have to get it.
Right.
Okay, good. So to draw the diagram for normal adjustment means you have to draw the diagram at the final image at infinity. Okay, good. So wave optics, if you go to now, the chapter is too short, sir. So
Yeah.
first point is very important now. Huygens principle, and based on that derive laws of reflection and refraction.
Exactly.
See, lot of questions are there.
Even though the chapter is small,
Yeah.
many of the students will be confused with this diffraction and interference.
Yeah.
So it is very important that we remember the correct formula for the bright as well as dark fringes.
Yeah. Now the derivation is not there, detailed derivation is not required, but the conditions, cases of bright fringe, dark fringe. Then in diffraction, if you come to the central maxima, secondary maxima and secondary minima,
Yeah.
and the fringe width concepts.
Right.
Lot of questions are there based on fringe width also. The expression, please keep in mind. And the derivation took conditions for intensity maximum and minimum concepts.
Exactly,
Okay.
yeah.
So this is the hitting topics, mainly Huygens principle, laws of reflection and laws of refraction.
Yeah.
Please, dears, properly practice the ray diagrams there. Very important.
And also there will be graph regarding the intensity graph.
Yeah, intensity graph.
Interference as well as
Interference and
diffraction.
that.
So we
The
will be
difference
discussing
between these
that
two. Yeah.
separately in graph section.
Yeah, will be. Okay, fine. Then come to the last 4 chapters, dual nature of matter and radiation chapter. You know,
Right.
this 3 chapters together, dual nature, atoms and nuclei. 3 together we have 12 marks weightage. Normally used to come in the board exams. So average we can say 4 marks to 5 marks each chapter can come to. So if that way say, here long answer question is very less chance only. Essay questions are not there, but 3-mark questions, lot of questions are there.
Correct.
Now here, if you come to this area, see, Einstein's photoelectric equation,
Photoelectric
based on that to
equation.
explain
Yeah.
the graphical representation.
Correct. Yeah.
How the intensity of current and the stopping potential,
There are
frequency.
3 or
yeah.
4 graphs are there, very important
Yeah.
to
How
understand
it
how
depends.
to draw them. Yeah.
You have to get that one. So please focus on that area. Lot of questions came from there.
Yeah.
Einstein's photoelectric equation and photoelectric experiment based on
Right.
that. Okay. So how to explain the equation? All of you should be ready. I hope. Then comes the particle nature of the
particle nature of
de Broglie concept.
Yeah.
Their wavelength, kinetic energy, and charge relations you have to go through it. That's very important. So please go through that ideas. Okay. Fine. Then here's in this experimental study of the photoelectric effect. If you go through that, all the cases, intensity of incident radiation and intensity of photocurrent.
Correct.
Then frequency of radiation and the kinetic energy of the photoelectrons.
Yes.
Then intensity on a body bracket. Then
Yeah.
stopping potential concept.
Variation of current with potential as well as the variation of the stopping
potential and
with
frequency
the
or
frequency.
intensity.
Yeah, that relationship.
The
is-
numerical also that expect.
Right.
Then one
Yeah.
common graph also
Correct.
between frequency and stopping potential.
Yeah.
Then how to find the Planck's constant. The graphs are also important there.
Right.
So 3-mark session C, lot of questions comes here. Hope you'll be doing it. So please sharpen the answers when you do it. Okay, yes, fine. Let's go to the next chapter, atoms.
Atoms.
Okay. In compared to us as of that of dual nature, the atoms are also important in that sense. 3 to 4 marks every year the question is there.
Correct.
And see, most probable topics are
Very important topic.
Yeah.
Alpha particle scattering and Rutherford's nuclear model. So we have different atom models discussed in that chapter, but mainly the focus will be on Rutherford's atom model
Yeah.
and Bohr's atom model.
so this in the Rutherford model, the findings
Yeah.
and what they observed.
Yeah.
Then failures are also very important.
Yeah.
The two failures
Why
to mention.
Rutherford is not able to explain some of the concepts. Yeah.
Then that are two minute MCQs, the distance of closest approach
Yeah.
and impact parameter.
Right.
So how it depends upon kinetic energy
Yeah.
is inversely proportional, the distance of closest approach at all items, please keep in mind.
Yes.
Then if you come to Bohr's model, very important, here see, 3-mark questions, lot of came in 2 and 3 points. The line spectra and the Bohr model. Last 10 years analysis it is, so please keep in mind. Bohr model postulates that condensation condition.
Correct.
Exactly postulates they have
Yeah.
to state it if the
Right.
question comes.
Yeah.
Then numerical based on radius of the orbit, then energy of the orbit,
Yeah.
then energy emitted, so spectra.
Yes.
That areas you have to go through it.
Yes.
So while you do the total energy of electron in an orbit, how to derive it, please be ready for that too. That comes in the 3-mark session there.
Yeah.
As the aim of that chapter.
Yeah.
The last one
The last
concept is
part.
that, that's also question came.
Yeah.
De Broglie explanation of Bohr's second postulate of condensation.
Yeah.
Okay. So there one concept is, limitation of Bohr's model. Yeah. So hydrogen-like atom actually mainly the Bohr concept. So when you go to higher order cases, it used to limitation is there. And moreover, the electron filling, like in each orbit, how it is, subshells and all, he didn't mention about it.
Right.
So like there's some limitations.
So
are
these
there.
are basic models actually.
Yeah,
for
basic
that,
model only.
for grade 12
But to an
standard.
extent, it
Yeah.
is applicable. So we
Right.
are following that
Right.
model nowadays.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's fine. Okay. So atoms chapter, most hot area we can say the Bohr's concept postulates and the radius, velocity, and final kinetic energy of the electron, the derivations and numericals there.
Right.
Then next sub-level, the spectral lines, wavelength, Lyman's, Balmer,
Yeah.
Paston, Bracken and Fund
Spectral
series.
series.
Yeah.
You have
There,
to
when you get
understand what is the
maximum and
formula.
minimum.
Yes. Right.
Or ratio of the maximum line and minimum line like
Correct.
that.
Yeah.
So
that is that.
whenever an electron descends from infinity to the particular level, then the energy emitted will be the highest and
Yeah.
wavelength will be the
Right.
least concepts. So hope you know that all key concept with you. If not, please polish it. Will be helping you definitely. So here, these 4 points, this is the tendency of the question pairs. Okay. Then next one will be, we'll go to the nuclei concept chapter. So what is there? Okay.
So there are some questions coming which are already discussed.
This is okay. That series
really-
concepts.
yeah.
Okay, Balmer and all the series concepts. Ni initial, the final level is one, the ground state. We have Lyman series. To the second level, we have Balmer series. Then third level, we have Passions like that.
Yeah.
Each series are there.
Fund and bracket
Okay, yeah.
also. Yeah.
So once you come to the nuclei chapter, we have 4 points here also again. The most important area is the nuclear energy release.
Yes.
If you know it, binding energy concept, one hot area. Binding energy based on mass
Binding
definition.
energy. Yeah. Binding energy per nucleon versus
That curve also.
Yeah.
Very important. One important graph
mass
is
number
this.
curve. Yeah.
Yeah. So binding energy, if you do, binding energy how to calculate for each individual nucleus maybe, then size of the nuclei, how to compare it.
Right. R is equal to R naught A raised on by 3.
Yeah,
that
concept.
formula,
That
yeah.
is relation how to
Yeah.
do. Then nuclear density concept, you
Yeah.
should go through it.
Correct.
Sure. Then nuclear reactions.
Yeah.
Nuclear fission and fusion reactions.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes
yeah.
that binding energy per nucleon versus mass number, that graph will be given and you will have to make conclusions based on the graph. So such questions are also coming. Yeah.
Yeah, least chance or no chance for a 5-mark question from these chapters,
Yeah,
So
we are
3
not
mark, lot of
expecting.
questions are there.
So-
And MCQs also, lot of size of nucleus, lot of questions are there
Right.
in MCQs. See, result concept if you go through it. Okay, fine. So here, in this one, nuclear mass per mass and energy relation and binding energy per nucleon curve. That concepts very important. Practice well with each keywords like each term how it is related to, which is more stable, which are unstable. What about the heavy nucleus? What are the lighter nucleus? Why nuclear fission is there? Why nuclear fusion is there? That are all areas you should take in mind, that are key concepts regarding that binding energy per nucleon versus the mass number curve. Okay. Then here we have nuclear forces. There also force, nature of the forces, and the potential energy and the distance separation between the charges, the nucleons. That curve also very important there. That's also came here. See, this is a 2 mark and 3 mark concepts from nuclear forces. Recent trend it is. So please don't forget about it. Then how to find the Q value? Numerical is also very important concept here. Nuclear energy wise. So nuclear energy concept, if you do, yeah, rest those equations under nuclear fission. Yeah, one step at least you do it. An example, as an example, if question comes,
One example of nuclear fission
and one
example of
fusion.
nuclear fusion you want
Should
to
be
study
there.
actually.
So
That example with the mass number and atomic number you want to study.
Yeah.
Okay. Star formation concept, see, that is coming as a numerical only. Not they are asking, what's the star formation? There is 2 cycles are there, no? That cycles only they are asking. So, numerical means how the numerical coming, energy released in nuclear reaction. They will give mass. There is a question last year came, deuterium, tritium, there is a question came.
2 gram deuterium.
So total mass of reactant minus total mass of products into 931.5 MeV is the energy released in the process currently. Okay.
So there, how to find the Q value of the reactions? So please prove that one, how to practice also. In our materials also and PYQs, you should go through it clearly. Okay. So everywhere, delta M, the difference in mass you have to find out. After that, multiply with the 931 mega electron volt concepts. Okay, sir? So let's move to last chapter.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a very important chapter.
Yeah.
And see, around 7 mark is coming from that
And
chapter.
very easy to score also.
Yeah, semiconductor
sure.
chapter actually.
So semiconductor devices, if you go to, mainly we have the 6 points are mentioned here. That 6 points. Most important.
Here someone is asking about the proton cycle also. I told that cycle you don't want to buy heart. But problems based on that cycle will come, but they will give data.
So
there is 2 types of questions are there. First of all, they will give mass. If mass is given, how we can calculate energy? We said total mass of reactant minus total mass of products into 931.5 MeV. If binding energy is given, then equation will be changing. How the relation is coming now? Total binding energy of product minus total binding energy of reactants.
Yeah.
That's only you want to study. Otherwise, see that around 4 to 5 lines of reactions, no need to mug up. It is not required.
Okay, that's clear, I think. So how to find the Q value concept also, please keep in that video. Okay, come back to this chapter, semiconductor devices. So here it is like classification of the metals on energy band diagram, one important concept. Then here each one, intrinsic and extrinsic semiconductors. So there are P-type and N-type semiconductors, how their formation. So there donor and acceptor concept, then energy band diagrams for that also. Then if we come to junction diode, PN junction formation.
Diode.
So the phenomena occur.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
Formation of PN junction is a very important question. That is 3 mark normally asking. In formation of PN junction, the keyword should be there. First of all, diffusion, drifting, potential barrier, and depletion region, and equilibrium condition. These 5 key points should be there. Then only mark will be awarded.
Yeah. Okay. And that forward and reverse bias concepts. Then there are IV characteristics of the case also. So there are also a lot of questions you can see.
Characteristics also graph is very important. 2 characteristics, forward bias and reverse bias. Textbook graph, it is there. We written our notebook. That's important. And then, there are nowadays graph based numericals are coming to calculate the dynamic resistance. Okay, that is also important.
Only voltage by current.
Just dynamic resistance we are calculating.
And one more thing there, the case-based questions are coming.
Case-based questions from rectifier. You see, last year there are a lot of questions came from rectifiers, and that is very important. There are 2 points. It's very important. First of all, the RMS output of a full wave rectifier is V0 by root 2. But the RMS output of a half wave rectifier is V0 by 2 root 2.
Yeah.
That
Half
2
a
point
day.
you want to clear. And second one, in the case of a full wave rectifier, the output frequency is equal to double of the input frequency. And in half wave rectifier, this will be equal. That is, input frequency and output frequencies are equal. These 2 points. Remember one point, in the case of transformer, we cannot change frequency. But in the case of a rectifier, we can change frequency. That point is
So one
correct.
message coming from Quaker. Can you reveal your name, please? Don't worry, that's okay. That's a mock exam only. So once you focus on this most important devices question we explained, most important key points we explained, just revise that, you can upgrade your mark to 50 plus at least. So don't get demotivated. You could do it better in the exams. Okay, please don't worry about it. Okay, now here's the application of course, as a rectifier concept. We did full wave rectifier. The diagram, input and output waveforms also.
Right,
They should go through it. That's very important. So please draw and practice the diagrams. It's very important.
Full wave rectifier earthing part, don't forget.
Yeah.
There is a earthing part, that's important. Okay.
Okay, then so these are the chapter-wise analysis we go through. Then we'll move to the devices from the volume 2 concepts. Okay, so here, Divi sir and bit moving through.
Devices, second part, it's easy only, not like these are optical instruments part. This you have to draw and practice, my dears, because you know the problem is, as I'm always saying in the class, if you're not practicing it, you may be knowing it, but when you are drawing, the final image may go out of your paper. So it will consume a lot of time. So in normal paper, you have to practice these kind of diagrams and make sure that you know to draw it in a perfect way. All optical devices, right? And the next is all telescope and microscope. Both, yes, right. This is reflecting type Cassegrain telescope. Also, you have
It's advantages is very important.
right.
Advantage of
Limitations of the other
reflecting
one
type.
and advantage of this one.
Yeah, okay.
Right. Next.
The next, as we said, rectifier only, rectifier. Rectifier, there is one point that is, see, look, in the case of a rectifier, see, in the question paper, instead of this resistor, here maybe they give diode, and here they may give resistor. Okay. Now, in this situation, what is the output picture that we can say? Look, we are just recall the idea. We cannot teach them now. It's this last moment. Already we explained. See, if the diode coming here in forward bias, output is 0, and in reverse bias, output is negative coming. So that's the point. When forward bias it is 0 and reverse bias it is going to negative side. That just to recall. And as we said, frequency relation and the RMS relation is also important.
Yeah. So in this device part, like especially rectifier part, it's a probable 5 mark or 3 mark question. So you have to study the diagram and the graph.
Yeah.
That is the core part of that one. Explanation is just like in your own words, you can write what is happening in that. But don't skip the diagram, circuit diagram and graph in these kind of questions. Okay. Right. Next is a full wave rectifier. Same. Okay.
And here also one point I'm saying, GB sir. See, here there is a question that is last year sample paper. Look, if you can recall them, it's better. Look, they are asking what will happen in the output if the center tap is shifted towards D1. So this is D1 and D2. So if you are shifting the center tap towards D1, what will happen in the output it is? So we know that is when we are shifting towards the D1, in the secondary number of turns are less. So if number of turns are less, the secondary voltage will be less. So our output will be deforming like that. Here it will be less and here it will be more. Here it will be less and here it will be more like that. So when it is, that is why central tapping is required. Okay, to get the uniform output, we have a central tapping. Okay. So that point, please keep in memory. Maybe tomorrow, maybe February 20.
Is shifted down. This one have to be small and this one will be big.
Yeah,
okay,
right.
Next. Okay. Yeah, that's all about the devices. In second part, there is no much devices, only that thing. Now the graphs.
Yeah.
What are the important graphs? Let's check.
Yeah.
This is interference and diffraction pattern intensity distribution curve. It's a direct question. You're lucky if they're asking this question. but don't get confused. And please note which quantity is there on x-axis.
Yeah.
So I think this is in terms of phase difference. This one is in terms of path difference. You should study both. Okay, and what is the data given in the question? Based on that only you have to mark. If it is in terms of phase difference, don't put lambda part here. It should be in terms of phase difference. Likewise in this also. Okay, so practice these graphs. It's easy only, right? And mostly it will be a sub question along with 5 more questions. Right. Okay. Next. In this dual nature chapter, there are plenty of graphs.
Actually, the chapter of graph.
Right. Correct.
It's a chapter of graph.
Photoelectric current and intensity of light is directly proportional. First one direct question. Then potential versus current for different intensities, and you have to mark the stopping.
And here also one important point. Look, see, they may ask in question also which parameter kept constant here. So most of our students will answer stopping potential, but that is wrong because what they kept constant. Kept constant is frequency. Frequency kept constant, that is why stopping potential you are getting constant. So which parameter kept constant means it is frequency kept constant.
So by keeping the frequency constant, they tried with different intensities.
Yes, yes.
That's the picture. Okay. Next, the same thing for different frequency. Here, which one is constant? Intensity is constant.
Intensity constant.
Okay. Right. Then this one, like stopping potential versus frequency. And here you need to mark y interception is which quantity, and the same graph you can see, the same shape you can see for kinetic energy also.
Yes. Right. And here also one point, why both metals have the same slope. Just to recall, slope is equal to h by e.
H by
e, h and e are constants. Right. So all the metals, any metal if you are sketching graph will be same slope because slope is equal to h by e. Okay, that's the point. Atoms, energy level diagram. Okay,
so
but sir, it is better to by heart at least the 5 energy levels. 0.54. Till that, please by heart. See, it will be easy for you. We are recalling many times in the classroom. If you are by hearting only, you are able to potential energy and kinetic energy to calculate.
Repeating question. See, if check the previous year paper, how many times they asked this question? Like, draw the graph and write the conclusion. And this for 3 marks that you can easily score. This nuclear chapter is actually very simple.
Yes, very simple.
Most of the topics
easy scoring. Actually, low hanging fruits. So you can easily catch them correctly.
Only calculations may be a bit lengthy, but don't skip that question because 3-mark question only, same type of question they're asking. Okay, right. Yeah. And this one also.
No clay. But when you are sketching this graph, there see, take care at least some elements positions. Here uranium,
maximum
and maximum iron, starting hydrogen. This peak also, if you are recalling, it's better. At least some elements. Recalling it is better.
The crossing point should make it correct, like around 30 and 170. Those numbers you have to remember, and here almost
practically constant.
Okay. Fine.
Okay.
Energy band diagram. This is actually this question like classify the materials on the basis of energy band diagram. 3 marks means 3 marks that you can use.
It is a very important problem. Many students are neglecting this area. Oh, what is it? But exam hall, when they are drawing, they will be confusing. Keep memory, this number is very important. Less than 3 EV and greater than 3 EV. These two are very important point.
Semiconductors, energy band diagram for normal intrinsic.
Here also, look, last year there is a question came, what is this energy gap? MCQ question came, see, the energy gap between the acceptor energy level and valence band. So recall that number, it is important, 0.01 to 0.05 EV.
Next. Same
gap that see. But here you see, it's 0.01 EV only, 0.01 EV only. And what is the question means, it is N-type. So, even in our classes, students are asking, sir, 0.01 is there, 0.05 is there. So, what will answer? If you are opening the textbook, your confusion will over. Because for N-type, it is how much only? 0.01 only.
Okay. This is another characteristics graph. It's a probable 3 marks and maybe 5 mark also they can ask.
Yes.
So that graph is the most important part.
And one more, see in this graph also there is a question, look. See, a graph like this they given, and they are asking write two conclusions about this graph. What are the two conclusions? Most of the students saying it is that is first quadrant is forward bias and third quadrant is reverse bias. But marking scheme is not like that. What they are saying means first conclusion, it is a non-ohmic device. What is the meaning of non-ohmic? It is not straight line. That's why non-ohmic device.
It's not obeying Ohm's law.
Ohm's law. And second one, it is an ideal diode. How we can conclude ideal diode? Because when it is in reverse bias, what is the resistance here? Infinity. Because here current value 0. So resistance is infinity. So we can say it is an ideal diode. So these are the two conclusions that we are getting from the graph now correctly. Why does current not become 0 immediately at a negative
I think
potential?
it's a question you are asking from dual nature.
Negative potential.
Maybe from the photoelectric effect.
A photoelectric effect. No,
yeah.
see, in that photoelectric effect experimental study, the ejected electrons will be having enough kinetic energy to cross a repulsion.
Yes, right.
So, if negative potential given, it doesn't mean that that negative potential can stop all the electrons.
Yeah.
Some of the electrons will have sufficient energy to overcome that repulsion.
Yeah.
So, if you keep on increasing the negative potential at a particular stage only, that potential can block even the fast moving electron.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because in the graph you see like that, when we are considering the graph is like this.
Yeah.
So even at a 0 voltage, there are some current.
Current is.
So even at 0 voltage, some electrons are already reaches the cathode plate, see. So they already reaches. So that's why. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's all about
fine,
the
okay.
graph part.
Now we are going
There
to
is one
our
more question, I think.
Dhamaka questions pattern. Okay.
I couldn't solve many numericals, so will it be difficult for me to do well in exam? That
Yes.
vocal tune, that's a name. The tune, like you can be a cue.
Okay.
Right? No need to worry. Like,
Okay.
see, we have only one day. We cannot practice all the numericals. So
Yes.
just focus on the concepts.
Yes,
Just
yes.
focus on the basic things.
Yes.
The graphs, the theoretical thing.
All the question will not be numerical. And one more, see, there are 20 mark MCQs. What's the problem? No negative mark.
And we will be giving some
Yeah,
tricks
be
to score marks in
confident.
the last
Be
session.
confident in your hard work.
Be
You did a
positive,
lot of
maybe.
the even today you are working tomorrow you will work, of course, even though it's a 1 year course, you may work for one day or 2 days. Okay, so that believe
Be
in your hard
positive.
work.
Okay, no need to worry.
Like that, okay, thank you.
So now we are going to start our.
Yes. Okay, no problem.
I think some of our already joined right now before they get this barcode because they're
Mashallah.
already joined before.
Yeah.
So the same thing repeats again.
Yeah.
As you can see,
Yeah.
the barcode is available there.
Anandita, here see Rehan, Hridul already came. Come on, guys, come on.
It's 15.
Yeah.
Okay,
Isha came.
as I told you before, only first to 50 will get the chance. So make it fast, make it quick. Yes, 19, 22.
Last time winner joined. Yeah, Shreya is there.
Yeah, Shreya is there. I think this time not Shreya.
And also this time it is only
Shreya, don't give up, okay?
part 2 questions only just 5 questions from part 2 textbook chapters.
Yeah.
It's
And
35.
we have some wonderful names coming up.
Yeah, Deepika.
Boho.
And after this session, we will be explaining the tips which is to be followed. That's very important. Apart from the subject,
Today and tomorrow.
like we will tell you what you have to do. That's very important. So stay tuned. Don't leave.
Shamim sir is the best. This is one of the account names.
I think Shamim sir gave something to me.
Yeah. And also let us
I
see.
don't know which guy is this.
And now
But
it is,
please change your DP there. I'm more cute than you.
so once again, now it is his responsibility to prove this.
Let's wait and see.
Yeah. Let us see, he's coming first. Okay. 50? 43 only.
43.
Make it fast. 44 now.
Come on, 7 more people. Yes, 5 more people to go.
Yeah.
I think some are facing some technical issue like
Wait, they may be trying to scan the QR code and we block it.
48 now.
Yeah, come on.
Only 2 more. 50, yeah.
Yes,
Yes, there is one more.
Yeah, Jibit sir is the real god.
Okay. Right. Now the competition between you two people.
I think. Okay, ready? So we'll start
Yes, I think we can go.
with the first question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I hope all set to go. Right, so we'll go for the first question out of the 5.
A Young's double setup for interference is shifted from air within water. The fringe width. Very simple question.
Yeah, whenever it is very simple, it is very dangerous also. There will be like wrong answers. Number of wrong answers will be more.
Yes.
So the setup is shifted from air to water. So what happened to the fringe width is a question. It becomes infinity, it becomes increasing, decreases, and nothing happens. So these are the options given. Hope you have decided already. But we have 30 more seconds to go. Right.
Just need only 5 seconds.
Yeah. We supposed to have an option to cut the time in between. Okay. Yeah.
I think my name will come on the top.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yes. Time is up.
Yeah. Okay.
Good.
Yeah. Most.
This is actually a good sign.
Yeah. But still, I don't know why this happens. We are looking into this part. This is okay. Everybody will score this.
Right.
Yeah. What happens when it is immersed in a medium? There will be a divided by refractive index. So it's supposed to be decreased. So
now let's go to the
and
this idea is clear. I think it's very
we
simple.
hope this is by mistake, right? That is what we think.
Maybe over excitement.
Maybe, yeah, yes. Okay, let us go to the scorecard.
Yes.
Yes.
This is
Fine. Yes. Okay. Let's
Congratulations.
keep rocking and let's see what is happening at the end. Shall we move on to the next question? Ready for the second question? Yes. What is the de Broglie wavelength of electron having energy 10 kilo electron volt?
10 kilo electron volt.
Yes, 10 kilo electron volt.
De Broglie wavelength of electron having energy, direct formula is there. So
Yes. So the potential accelerate, kinetic energy is given. Not kinetic energy.
Approximate answer is in
potential. Yes, yeah. Right. Potential is given, right? Accelerating potential is given.
1.22
Yes.
root V.
So you are not supposed to give the hints. Let them work out. Okay. A little calculation is needed. Just a little. Come on. Right. We are in the last 13, 12, 7 seconds. Yeah, and the time is up. Right, hope you have used the equation. Yes, 26 and
simple
30.
calculation mistake only. Like
Yeah. So basically, the equation is 1.22 by root of accelerating potential V. And the acceleration potential was 10 kilo electron volt. So it becomes 10 raised to 4 volt. Right? So square root is going to be just 10 raised to 2. So 1.22 divided by 10 raised to 2. And also if it is like given in angstrom, right? That was not specifically given. That may be the confusion one. Yes. Okay. Because it's supposed to be given either in nanometer or angstrom. So those who calculate in angstrom.
That may be a mistake. So we cannot blame them.
Yeah. So that's supposed to be mentioned. The whole units are not given. So yes. So we understand. Okay.
It is in angstrom, right? The answer is in It is in angstrom. So that word is missing. Yeah.
Okay. So that's supposed to be given. Otherwise we can't blame. Yes. Both can be answers. Fine. Okay. Let us forget this and go to the next question.
Leaderboard.
Yes.
Guest is the top.
Some guest is coming up with an attitude.
Emma is
Right.
there.
Okay. Yeah. So we have 2-3 more questions to go. Let us see what will be the final lineup. Question number 3. For energy required for an electron excitation in lithium 2 plus.
Lithium 2 plus.
Yeah.
From the first
I hope you got this. Lithium 2
lithium
plus.
doubly ionized.
Yeah. Ionized twice from the first to the third Bohr orbit. Is. Yes.
Take your time.
This you need to calculate something. And your options are given in electron volt. This specification is given here. That's supposed to be there in the previous question also. Yes. So all options are given in electron volt. Those who are not joined, those who couldn't join, just look at the board. You can see the question and options.
Previous
Option
question,
A
some
is
comments are there like units were not there. Okay, we understood.
okay.
So
Option A is 13.3 electron volt. Option B is 108.8. Option C 122.4 and option D 12.1. Yes, those who are trying the question. Yes.
that's a good.
Yeah. Comparatively, the more number of right answers in this question is.
Especially in this question means that's a good start.
Yeah. Yes. 31 is right answers out of 50. Yes. But still, we have to. What we are expecting is like.
All are.
Yeah. There should not be any entry on these things. Like, it should be completely 100% like right answers.
And I didn't understand this question. Like that's such combination.
Okay, fine. See, the thing is that
This is the third question.
like take your time and read it properly. If you're trying to answer fast, like or first, because points counted based on that. So forget that. It is not for the exams. Okay, for exams you have to take your time, read the question again, confirm before you write your answer. Just confirm it. Okay, fine.
So this is like by 13.6 by n square. So from first to yeah, is that you have to take 2. So
Z
first
square
to
will
the
be
third.
4. Is this question he has to discuss?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I hope it is clear. Right, let us check what is the standings now.
Deepika.
Deepika comes up.
Yug is also.
Yugi is also there. Yes, there is no much difference.
Yeah.
And see, these are like 2. The next question decides.
Right.
There is no much difference, like
Yes,
so
yes,
all
yes.
like
Right.
very close. Isha also coming. Yes.
260.
Okay. Let's see. Moving on to the next question. That's question number
4.
4 out of 5. Yes. Read the question properly before you answer.
Binding energy per nucleon versus mass number curve for nuclei is shown in the figure, and our for nuclei indicated the curve. The process that would release energy is.
Okay. So you have given some points marked in this binding energy curve, and transition is from Y to 2Z, or W to X plus Z. W to, see, this is like is like fission process basically, right? So here also will be from Y. It is at the highest energy. It splits into 2Z into this section. So it is just dividing into 2 Zs. That is how the options are given. So check for which of the given
It's just a matter of understanding.
Yeah, yes. So which one will release energy is the question. Yes. The process in which energy will be released. Yeah, I think that 60 seconds may not be enough to read it properly, but still you can understand. If you know the concept behind, you can easily answer the question. Yes, time is up.
Yes. Right.
Fine. I don't believe the answers basically. Like
Maybe
yeah, maybe yes. Guessing factor is also there, but still we got number of right answers most. Like anyway.
This is basically fission only. Like W splits into. This is a heavier nuclei.
So yeah, in which case we have binding energy gain. That is basically we have to check. That gain in binding energy will be released. Okay, so that was the concept behind, and I think we can check the scorecard now again. Yes, Anantita.
I think this time like different
Yes.
students are there on the top. Yeah.
Yugi is in the second place. Yes. Okay, fine. So let us try the last question, and your last chance to score, come to the first is here. The 5th question, 5 out of 5. And this time it is a circuit question. You are given a circuit contains 2 diodes each with forward resistance of 30 ohm. Both diodes has a resistance of 30 ohm in forward bias and infinite backward resistance. As we know, it would not conduct in reverse bias. Battery has 3 volt potential in the circuit given. current through 50 ohm resistance. What is the current across this resistance is a question. Yes. And check for the connection, I mean, like biasing of like the two diodes given, and calculate the current. Current is given in ampere. All options are in ampere. So that's infinite backward resistance means that diode will not conduct
when it is
reverse
reverse bias.
reverse bias. That is the only point you have to remember there. I hope you solved already.
Approximate answer is enough.
Yeah, it's you'll get the exact answer because the calculation values are given accordingly. It is easy. Yes, and the time is up. See,
Correct.
yes, most of you marked it correct only. And we know the one which is connected in the reverse bias mode will not conduct electricity. So that branch you can neglect.
Current will be flowing only
so you
through
have
this
to
path.
just consider this one. So 70 plus 30 is going to be 100. Remember to count the resistance of the like forward resistance of the diode, which is 30 ohm. So that will be added plus 50 because all together will be now in series. So that is the total resistance. So V divided by that value will be the total current in the circuit. Okay, fine. So that was the last question. Now let us check what is the last final standing.
Anantita.
Anantita, yes, Anantita comes.
Congratulations.
Yes, so this time the number of points is more.
Yeah,
like you know.
right.
Yes.
Anantita, can you comment? You're from which school?
Yug is also there. Yug is Yug. Which Yug is this?
Zilla one Yug is it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, let them comment.
Okay, so
we are into the last part, right? Yeah.
So then that was about the conceptual recap, basically. So we were just running through the concepts which you have to focus. Only the focal points we mentioned because we don't have nothing to teach you new, right? So we have done a lot of things.
Anantita is from Indian School, Muscats.
Very good. So that's from out of country.
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
That's a good thing. Like we have global viewers.
Exactly. Okay. So, but we are slightly disappointed because even if you have this many students in Qatar,
Right, it's okay, fine. Time was not enough actually.
Exactly.
1 minute there are
okay,
some
but that is once again, congratulations.
Yeah.
That's a
Fine.
great thing. Okay.
Next.
Fine.
Last part, I guess.
Yes. So we'll go back to the discussion. So now I think, as I told you, we didn't have anything new to teach you. So we were just running through the concepts where you have to focus because we are in the last minutes, like last few hours, we can say. So we were running through it. And I hope you got an idea about what are the topic we have to stress on because that statistics helped us to understand where to stick and from which topic we repeatedly getting long answer questions and all. And the devices and graphs, see that is those specific type of questions are like easily score type of questions. So don't leave any of that kind devices or graphs because easily we can get marks from that. Okay, so the next part is about like some points we have to just streams are also can please join. So we can just go through some points. We just wanted to remind you before you go for the final exams because as teachers when we evaluate papers so we have to we feel something like in the side of the examiner. Like if you evaluate something, different types of papers and different types of style of representations, the presentations and all and that is very important. So some points we want to mention before we wind up. So we can say some tips like time management. That is one of the very most and crucial point that we have to mention here. After the exam, every year we see the same comment, like we have the same comment, paper was lengthy and we couldn't finish the paper in time. So remember that kind of comments definitely will not help us because we are helpless with that. Whatever paper comes, we have to finish that in time. That is what we have to do. Okay, so we cannot extend the time even if the paper is lengthy. Yes, it may be lengthy, but we have to manage your time to finish in time. Okay, so if I say about the time given totally, we have 180 minutes, 3 hours. And if you divide that 3 hours for 70 marks, you will get an average of 2.5 mark for 2.5 minutes to score 1 mark. Just for an average. So these 2.5 minutes, if you keep that in mind, you can have an idea about what should be the time you have to spend for different sessions, with different sections of the paper. Means we have 16 marks we have to score in section 1. So maximum of how much you can take on an average? 40 minutes.
Section
So
A,
within
MCQ
first, if you are writing all the 16 questions in one stretch, within 40 minutes we have to finish it. If you take 41st minute, you are compromising in the next session. That you have to keep in mind. Okay, sometimes we need more time. Sometimes this may be less, maybe enough based on the papers, based on the questions. That all you have to plan accordingly during the cool-off time. Okay, so if you go for section B, we have 10 marks to score. 25 minutes is maximum you can spend there. So this you don't have to check time or always keep on tracking the time. It's nothing like that. You should have a plan in your mind. Okay, within this time, within the next 20, I am going to start section B. So we note the time. Okay, within 25 minutes, I have to finish section B. And if you skip one question for later, that 2.5 minutes you have to keep for later also. That also we have to count. Okay, so to keep a track of time, this will definitely help. And if you follow this, you spend 175 minutes by the end of the section E, and you will get 5 minutes for the final cross check. That is also very, very important, because most of the time we may miss some questions in between. Yes, we may not see that sub question, so we have to cross check again and we'll answer that properly. Okay, so this division, just remember 2.5. Yes,
in this section C and all, it's very important.
Yeah.
See, some of the students are writing only few steps, like in 3-mark question. 3 marks means you should get that 3 marks. Okay, so you can utilize this much of time for that session, that's fine. Okay, and 5 marks, like you can see long answer type, 37 points. So for one question, 12.5.
Just one third of that. So that much time you can take, and just have an idea about how much time we are going to spend in different sections. And that track of time is very important. Otherwise, we'll miss some important, like easy questions at the end sometimes. Okay, fine. So that's regarding the timing. Like as I told you, this we added it as the first point, because that's the most important thing now. Because we are already set for the exam. We revised everything. We learned everything. Now the way how we present it matters more, right? So that is why I told you try to finish that in time by keeping a track of time. Okay, then, yeah, margins of the paper. See,
this is again a very, very important thing. Like while correcting papers, as teachers, like as evaluators, they will be disturbed. Like if you're not having a proper margin, and some question numbers we cannot see.
Yes,
that's also very important. Like number, it should be clear. That means if they're putting 29, it's very difficult. Some question numbers are not able to understand which number it is.
They have to keep on searching for that.
That means that is creating an irritation on the mind of the evaluators. It should not happen. So have proper margin.
Yeah, so for your board exam paper, there will be a margin on the left. So you don't have to worry about it. But keeping a margin on the right is also better. Okay, keeping a margin on the right, you can do all your calculations here, like not the steps that we have to include here, the other calculations you have to do, no. So that also can be included here. So make a, this is a board paper, actual board paper presented. See how neat it is. We have a right side margin and a left side margin, and we are presenting everything what we have in this range only. Okay, fine. Yeah, presentation. Another point is like when you write an answer, I always say, like, you don't have to pay for your paper in the exam hall. It is free. You can use as many papers as you can or as you want. And don't write all the things in like see, look at this paper. Actually, after one answer or one point, she left a line or he left a line. And that separates the points. Those who evaluate this question, like this particular paper, can easily identify there are 3 or 4 points. And also there are some highlighting part. We'll come to that later. So this way you have to take your space. Okay, so you have to take your space to make the paper neat and clean. Don't worry about you have to use so many papers. Okay, as I told you, it is free for you, right? Nobody's going to pay for that. Okay, right. So making it neat and clean is very, very important. And so this is what we see most of the time, right? The confidence.
No need of making any mistakes. That is also an important point, because see, the first page is the impression for the invigilator correctly. So that is why the first page you want to keep correctly and beautifully. So even though there is an error is happened, so you can just cross it. That's enough. Not like this, see, scribbling is not required. Okay, that's the point.
Yes. So because to make a good impression in the beginning, that is very, very important. Okay. then this is fine.
Marking. All we need a full only in that paper. No?
Yeah, yes. So this is
How
like
much is 64 and half? Okay,
yeah, 64 and half is the total what we got. See,
65.
all the section 5 each.
Okay.
Most of the 3 mark questions, 4 mark questions are completely scored.
Yeah,
4
right.
4. These are almost all 3.
Almost all did.
Okay, so this is what we are looking for basically.
Yeah, right.
Yes. Okay, let us see. Now, numbering the questions. GBs are already mentioned that
Yeah,
once.
right.
Like that number should be clearly seen. See, look at this. I'm not telling you to design papers like this always because it may take some time also. So we don't have time for that. But make it neat and visible because different types of teachers evaluating your paper. So there may be some aged people. There may be some young minds like us, right, Samir sir?
Yes, of course, sir.
So it may not be always like that. So you have to consider them also, the evaluator. I mean, like
see,
so
one
who are
point is
evaluating
that
this.
your answer sheet should be key point focused paper it is. For example, if you are writing that is depletion region, that point is coming in between, underline that point. That is important. Yeah.
Yes, and also look at the points that we added here. Starting a question, fresh answer in a new page. So if you have used almost the last 2 lines
exactly
of
right,
the page, that
question
page,
number 29 will be last line 29 like that. Don't take another page.
Yeah, that's what.
Okay.
Again, I repeat, this is free for you. You don't have to pay for that. Okay, so use the next page and make it neat and clean. Yes. Okay. So let us try the next one. Yes. So this is another important point.
Yes.
We have a habit of writing things like if V increases,
right.
sometimes we can see one
Arrow
arrow mark
marker.
going up. That only for you it is increasing. We don't know what happens to V at that time. Like we put an arrow mark means V
In
increases.
physics, it is vector notation only.
Yeah.
Okay. Never means increase.
So the point is like in answer papers, don't use that kind of code languages. No like secret language or no shortcuts or something like that. Write it properly, okay? Because the one which you have been using is completely unknown to someone else. They don't know what does that mean, okay? Yes, so there is a possibility of missing mark because of that, okay? And highlighting the points, yes. And here what I have to mention is like regarding the MCQs when they writing the option also along with it.
Oh, last exam also.
Yes. So see, when you write MCQ section A and also the case study, one of the case study questions we have MCQs, no? So when you write that, please write the option. Which option is correct? If A is the correct answer, write A. Okay? Instead of writing what is the value given at the point A, I mean, as an option A.
That too, without
You
writing
can-
the option.
Yes, the thing is that you have to write which option is marked. Okay, then you write the value. That's okay. But don't write only the value of correct answer there instead of writing the options. It is very difficult to evaluate. So make sure you are writing the options always.
Nowadays, this electronic, system valuation is going on.
So we'll come to
that
that
is
also
why
in a
that if you are not writing option, mark will not be getting.
Yes. So that also important point.
So
We'll come to
please
that
take
also
care
in
that
detail.
point,
Yes.
everyone.
Yeah. Okay, fine. So then, underlining also, if you write some points, important points, just make an underline. Just one single line is enough. Don't decorate much. Just put a small underline to highlight your point. Okay, so another point we have to explain is like, this is like, you may be asked to explain the differences between reactance and resistance, or maybe
Difference between fission and fusion.
fusion. Okay, that kind of differences questions we are getting.
Or microscope and telescope.
If you can look at the screen now, I have 2 papers like who explains the differences, and these 2 papers will be evaluated by the same examiner.
Yeah.
Yes. So think of his mindset when he get this paper after he evaluates the other. So the thing is that we know the concept, right? So we are presenting it well also, right? That is very, very important. So again, I repeat, when you try to present it well, you should have a track of time. You don't have to spend much time on it also. So it's all the matter of making it neat and clean. Okay, diagrams.
Derivation
Yes,
diagrams.
derivation diagrams is a must. You have to draw that clearly visible. And also don't do this. We draw diagram here and we have been writing till that particular page, so completely we are writing up to this, making use of maximum space of the paper. It's not needed. Draw a diagram like this, then do the derivation below that. Use your space because that diagram carry a mark. In the mark distribution, you can see it carry a mark. So it should be clearly visible and clearly marked, right? Labeled everything. So
Draw big diagram. That is one important
yes,
point.
that's another Because sometimes
mark, for example, the prism derivation, you want to mark angle inside that.
exactly.
If you are drawing a small prism, you cannot mark angle inside that. And second one, diagram should be central of the page. That is important. So not sidewise. At the center, draw the diagram. Because diagram carries mark. Half mark or 1 mark the diagram carries.
Exactly. So that you have to keep in mind. Then next point is about mistake corrections. We commit mistakes. We commit mistakes when you write the questions. There may be some possible mistakes. But remember, nobody is writing any secret things in the paper, right? So we may be writing some forward bias. Instead, we started with reverse. So we strike it off. That is quite human. That's okay. Don't do these kind of corrections in the paper because Shavin said, let them see this, like, so they have this mistake correction is like, here he corrected is like with a single straight line. That is enough.
Right, that's enough.
These all like affect the presentation of the paper, overall presentation, because the neatness of the paper will be compromised. So if you commit a mistake, just strike it off. One single straight line is enough. Teachers are not eager to read whatever you have written there. Whenever we see one cross, we skip that paper, right? So we never look into that. So just make it neat and clean. And if you cancel one whole paper or one whole answer, just put a cross like this. One single line is enough, and that's what I told you. Don't do this. You don't show your irritation in the paper like this, crossing it again and again and again. So remember, to keep it clean again. That's the point. Yes. So we were mentioning about the mark distribution. So if you have a 3 mark or 2 mark question, look how the marks are distributed.
Yes.
So there will be some mark for the question.
Step carries mark. It is very important. Look, even yesterday when we are sitting with the students, there is prism question came, n equal to sin of a plus d by 2 by sin of a by 2. What the student is doing means, in the question he wrote n value root 2 equal to sin of. He didn't write the equation. So if you are not writing equation, half mark cut. So that is very important. So write necessary steps. Step carries mark. As Sunil sir said here, that is here the mark distribution clearly shows half, like that. Final answer only getting half mark. Rest of them for steps only. So all numericals, steps carries mark. It is not actually, we make the file, see Sunil sir take from the CBSE marking scheme it is. Yes. It's a CBSE marking scheme file. So you see how the mark is divided here correctly. Okay.
That's about regarding the cross-checking. The answers again, as I told you right in the beginning, if you follow that time as we discussed, you will get 5 minutes almost in the last part of the exam. The last 5 minutes you will be free if you follow the time division as exactly. Then that 5 minutes you have to cross-check all the answers once again, because there is a possibility of missing the sub questions. That is repeatedly every year 2 or 3 cases we witness that, I didn't see that question, I didn't see this one, because in the excitement of reading a familiar question, we may forget to read the rest of it. Okay, so make sure you don't miss any of the sub questions. That is the time given for that, for cross-checking. Okay, right. Then cross-checking the answers regarding the making sure we didn't miss any of them. That is what we explained. And then another important point we have to mention here is about the new on-screen evaluation.
Yes, that's very important.
I think GB sir, can you just explain that?
So this year only, this is the first time CBSE is going to implement on-screen evaluation. So there are advantages and disadvantages. Advantages like no question is going to be missed by the teacher without evaluating. So it will be like they need to, on the screen only they will put all the marks. So when they are clicking the submit button, if any question is unanswered, that they cannot submit. So they need to recheck. So here my kind of advice is, when you are writing, my dear students, you have to make sure that you are not going to miss any question to attend. That means even if you know or don't know the answers, you have to make an attempt. That means there should not be a case where the teacher is finding for a question number in your answer paper. The question number 18 is missing. Such a case should not happen. So you have to, because at least there is a scope of getting half mark or 1 mark in that question. So don't miss anything. And evaluation will be like, it's a first time means it will be, hopefully it will be a good kind of evaluation. But we have to be perfect in writing also. full on the screen. They are not going to get the hard copy of it. So this also you have to take and care, like you have to keep this in your mind while writing the answers. The evaluation will be a different type. So it's a centralized evaluation from the lab. So everywhere in, I think all over the world, like the evaluation centers are there this year onwards. Okay, no need to send the papers to India and evaluating from there. So this also should be very, very careful. Show for each and every step they need to put the mark on screen itself. For step 1, step 2, step 3, like that they will put the mark. So you should show all the steps properly, especially for 2 marks, 3 mark and 5 mark. 5 marks and all, there will be sub questions. You have to make sure that you are answering each and every sub question also. So if any sub question is missing, they cannot put mark for that. It's not like back, like if normal evaluation means if it's a 5 mark question, by checking randomly they can put 5 mark, but they cannot put like that because they have to show step by step marking on screen. So you have to keep that in your mind and make sure that you are answering each and every step thoroughly.
Yeah, so as GB sir mentioned, please don't leave any questions behind, because some papers, most of the time what we see is like some MCQ questions are missing. Like, why should you leave the question? There is no negative marking, just like we mentioned before. So if you don't know, write A, B, C or D. If it is correct, you get 1 mark, right? So why should you leave those questions? Don't leave the questions, not only MCQs, any of the questions. And also, as GB sir said, it is on-screen evaluation. So the paper will be scanned, and that is how they are going to evaluate it. So if one question is missing, it is very difficult for the evaluator to find it out and mark it. So that also will irritate the examiner. So what we do is, like, we never try to irritate them. So we have to just be kind and be pleasant, and we are presenting it in that way. So then only we'll get the marks. So that is very important there. Yes.
So there are 2 questions, See, first of all, from where we have to start. See, actually, it's better starting from 5 mark areas. And even last year we have an experience, because one of our top student, she has no enough time to turn 1 page in the question paper, because that page contains 5 mark and no time is not there. The invigilator took the answer sheet. So that is a very important thing. And the second thing, see, they are asking, so many messages are coming, sir, what we will do for today and tomorrow then. So that is a very important point. So look, we are saying, one thing, that is, stop study any new thing from this moment onwards. You don't want to study any new concept. You don't want to study any new problems. You don't want to study any new derivations, because you had already many things. And then, see, go to revisions. Revision means it is whatever you studied, we are going through that again. So that is the meaning of revision. There are some students, see, they are taking revision means, see, they will take a fresh book and reading, not like that. Whatever you read through exam idea, you have Arihant, you have Oswald, and you have our tuition notebook, brilliant study material. These all are there. So, look, whatever material you used to study the chapter, study that material only for now for revisions. Don't go for any fresh materials, because that wording, that texture will be, everything will be problem for you. And how to start a revision means, look, actually in the last moment, actually we don't want to say about that, yeah, sure. But we are saying first, see, as we said, low hanging fruits first catch. Today, before going to bed, complete the 5 chapters revisions. That is atoms, nuclei, dull nature, and then semiconductor. And these chapters, see, complete before going to electromagnetic wave also. These low-hanging fruits, see, catch them today before going to the bed. And tomorrow, early morning, start with high weightage chapters, see, high-hitting chapters. Start from the chapter, see, that is ray optics and wave optics. And then, see, electrostatics and current electricity. Then magnetism, AC and EMI. So that is the revision pattern. As we said here, Jibit sir is there, Sunil sir is there, Ali Fasil sir is there, Shibu sir is there, and Nofal sir is there. We are working round the clock here, see, for all. And see, this is the point that I'm saying. How to revise means no need to come out of your home for that is, for only one reason. That is for February 20th morning going to write examination hall. No need to go out of your home for any purpose. Any purpose. You may have a doubt, leave it. because you have a lot of things in your notebook, you have a lot of things in your workbook, lot of things in your material. So all them you want to arrange in your memory, like how the books are arranging in a shelf, like that one by one. If your eyes are not going through that, then you cannot recall them properly in example. So I'm just saying to all of you, we are all just saying to all of you, see, a best wishes for examination.
One more point
I think
like to
sir will
add,
add and Sunil sir will
it is
add.
again while writing the answers, if you're writing a section like section B, there are 5 questions. So try to write it at a stretch. That means one question from section B and then one question from section C, then one MCQ. It is not a right way to write the exam. That will again going to irritate the person who is evaluating. So as Sunil said, so if possible, maximum way to try to complete section by section. If 3 mark means write all those questions from 3 mark at a stretch. There is a rumor that otherwise they will, but that's not sure.
Yeah, that's not sure. That's not sure.
So, but you just try, and if you don't know the answers of a 3 mark question, okay, it's fine. You can keep it for the last.
Try to keep maximum continuity.
Yes, yeah.
And if there is some question you have to keep for later, it's okay.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong in it.
Yeah, and there is some other students are asking like that in the chat box whether we have to attend or questions. So one thing I'm saying that is, look, as the paper is evaluating in our country itself, if giving space to provide a mark is very important. So you are not sure about 1 2 mark question, but an or question is there that you well know. So write both without leaving. If 5 question is there, for the 1 question will have or. So that you can able to write means, and you have time is there, you can write. And one important point, see, don't consider that is, see, more than 60 minutes don't take for long answers, because as we calculated around 37 minutes. 37 minutes I'm saying, that is around 40 minutes only it takes. During that time, finish your long answers. That is important. And then around 3 mark, around 1 hour we are allotted.
Yeah, 48 or something. Like
so the exam starting by what time? Around 7:30. So around 8 o'clock you have to finish your 5 marks, and around 9 o'clock you have to finish your 3 mark also. Yes. Okay, then you will get enough time to do or questions also, unseen questions also, like that. Okay, make it perfect. Okay.
Okay, so regarding the timing that we have shown here, don't be confused.
Yeah.
Just multiply 2.5 with the mark.
Yeah, right.
That is the time given for one section.
Yeah.
For 16 mark section, you have 16 into 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Or for 15 mark section, you have 15 into 2.5. Yeah. That's the way how it is calculated. So keep a track of that time. And one more thing, Shavim sir already told about that particular preparation strategy. That is, stick to that, and definitely nothing new for these 2 remaining hours. We have only hours remaining, right? Not even days. So these hours, don't try something new. So if you are discussing in a group, sitting with a friend, and he taught this one, he already learned this one, but I don't know what that question is. Don't try. Okay, what you can't do in these days, you can't do in 1 day. Yeah. Okay, so don't go for that. So whatever you have done is enough for our revisions, and keep revising the stuff we have done. And before 9 o'clock, go to bed the day before exam. You have to get a sound sleep, because that is very, very important for your brain, and you should get proper rest. Because we have using them, like we have been using them for long, like we are making them stressed. So it should get some rest. So on the day before exam, get a sound sleep, and fresh, as Ashraf sir mentioned, before, take a bath if possible. Yes. And really in the morning, you just take a bath, it will be more fresh. And this is going to be really, really like a very simple exam for us, because we have done almost everything. Yes, and
look, guys, our faces, see, very tired for the last 7-6 days, see, working around the clock, we are
that be confident, because we have done everything. Okay, whatever paper comes, it doesn't matter whether it is lengthy, tough, whatever it may be. If it is tough for you, remember it is tough for all. Yeah. Okay, so it is not a big deal. So do your best part in the exam hall. The rest will be like we are expecting for good, right?
Okay.
And what else?
Thank you very much for your patience.
Yeah, exactly. That is first thing, and I think
thank you for your supporting comments and words and everything, see. And we will be always in prayers with you. Okay,
blessings and prayers will be they're always with you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you all, and all the very best. Yes.
Thank you.
Hi everyone.
Welcome to amazing channel of Brilliant Katha.
When you're rubbing one body with another body, electrons are transferred from one object to what? Another object. Okay, this process, this type of electricity is been given a name.
Halogen connected carbon sp3, then it's connected to benzene. See all of you, halogen connected. What is this carbon hybridization? Full single bond sp3, see then a benzene ring.
Denominator poles shouldn't be included in the denominator poles. That means the denominator, these -1 and -5 should never be included in the solution.
Homocircle caudal fin. It's giving two equal lobes. But in case of cartless fishes, look at here, one big lobe is there, one small lobe is there. You cannot cut into two equal half this fin.
Brilliant Qatar.